Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Let me know if y'all can hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me. Hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me. Hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me. Oh, the beard look good. Listen, where my beard all at? Oh, I don't see my that's my beard oil. That's that beard oil, you know what I mean? Um, I don't know how to take Creston. Creston look like he might be half a well, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Do I sound all right? Let me know if I sound clear. Let me know if y'all can hear me all right. Let me know if I'm coming in good. Let me know. Let me know. Give me a 1 2 1 2 1 2. Um. Okay. Yeah. Do I think Caitlyn Clark deserved to be on an Olympic team? Absolutely. Listen, if Christian Leitner can be on the Dream Team, and they had Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and all of them, this is one time what they doing to Caitlyn Clark is pure hatred. Now I don't care either way. But if somebody asks my opinion, they're keeping her off of that team because of the attention that she'll get. That's all. That's all it is. I mean, they listen, they had Christian Leitner on the dream team. I mean, that's all you need to know. And Christian Leitner, what did he do in the NBA? Nothing. So that's just my opinion on there. While I wait for my brother Tommy, uh, me and this brother, I'm gonna tell you, that brother been busy. I've been uh uh what do you think about oh, hold on 1 second, y'all. Give me one. I'm just sending a text to a brother. Um, why Kyrie? I don't know about Kyrie on. He said they say it's the delay with the audio. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me check my audio out. Let's see if I take that. Is it a delay now? Let me see. Testing, testing. Yeah, I see the delay too. I'm wondering if it's a delay because like with the stream, y'all, I increased my we increased the quality of the audio of the video visual, and we increased the amount of channels that you can add. No, it's delayed in my stream, so I'm trying to see if there's something I can do to fix that. Um, no, it's definitely something on this side. Let's see, testing 1 2. Now this is kind of crazy. I'll be right back, y'all. Y'all don't go nowhere. I'm gonna come right back. Don't go nowhere. I think Mike, man, you crazy, man. Michael Love said, You trying to make a kung fu movie. You know why it's delayed? There's an app I'm using called the webcam is called iRune Camera. And I guarantee you the delay is because I'm going through that sound. I want to see something. I'm going to do a test. You're going to hear my audio change. All right, my audio is going to change. All right, now y'all tell me if the sound is delayed. Can y'all tell me if the sound is delayed or not? Is the sound delayed? Can y'all hit me up and tell me if the sound is delayed? It's still delayed? All right, then I think. Okay, so let me put my audio back. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be right back. I'm gonna see if I can grab my other camera. Let me put a song on real fast. Bear with me 1 second.
Really seriously, you're looking for a Christ man, the one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord to do his will. I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gonna change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gonna make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, patient like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Hate Christ and they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love. Scriptures say you hate African soul niggas. They know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in a cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We live in bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and a curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gonna work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, told me the Lord award. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute, my brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't banish no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Kindness from my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't nothing you hustle, ain't he murdered by them and gotta love from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priest bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, breaking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets. I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ice ages. I got the name change. It was life changing. My family thought it was a game. Put on all black. They said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord.
Hey, tell me if it's nah, I say it ain't delayed. You know what that means? It's this so the camera, I think we good now. The so I have an app that lets you use your camera for the let you use your camera for the audio, excuse me, for the visual. So this camera, my daughter recently upgraded her iPhone. So this is an iPhone 13 or something like that. What iPhone is this? Oh, it's a software update. So there's a this one is a trying to see what version this is. So this is an iPhone. No, this is an iPhone 13. It should be fine, but there is a software update. Maybe I'll do the software update. No, I switched the app and it came back just fine. So I'm assuming it's something with this iPhone here. So we'll see how it goes. Let me check with my man Tommy. Hold on. While I while I'm waiting for Michael Love said that was the Moabite Oh, okay, I could send you mine. Okay, all right, perfect. Send on. And we got some stuff we're gonna talk about. Like y'all women might be mad tonight. Y'all just might be mad. Well, women might not be all the way mad because we're gonna talk about that diaper dude. That diaper dude. I've been waiting to talk to Tommy about the show he did with what's that song? You let him hit it raw. Now you're a single mom. Single mom. The dude that made the song Single Mom, you could tell he more than likely grew up with a single mom. You could tell, like you could see it coming out of his pores, like the way he was responding. I want to talk about that. We got to talk about on the story on Instagram. Hold on. There's a story on Instagram that we definitely got to talk about. What the hell is that? Boy, I hate man. Let me go to my messages. What the hell is that? What? I don't remember. Uh, he messaged me from something from September. So I'm trying to get this other story I got. Hold on. There's a story with social media use react to power star Michael Rainey Jr. is inappropriately touched by Tylil's sister during the live stream. We got to talk about that too. So it's a lot of things we talk about. Hey, was y'all rolling with me for 4 hours? Let me tell y'all, for 4 hours, four. Say it with me, four. For 4 hours, me and the Christians. And if y'all got any questions before Tommy send me the link, y'all can go ahead and send me the questions y'all got. Y'all want to get the questions in fast for me to answer them. But what I've done, so now you know the dialogue that I had with them was 4 hours long. So y'all may not want to sit, who wants to sit and look at me for 4 hours? Well, you might want to look at me. I mean, you just might. I mean, I mean, you might want to look at a brother for 4 hours. But what I always like to do is pocket highlights of certain battles and debates. So I pocketed a few um highlights and debates for it. So I did throw that up in there. Um so if you check it out, I mean you can see some fire. I mean, there's some fire dialogue that we had. When I say fire dialogue, there was some like there was this one white Christian. So the subject of the battle was can we hold on, let me type. The subject of that battle was can we interracially marry um outside of our race? And one white guy used the story of when they defiled Dina and said that was it. Insane to me. Dollar oh, dollar sign to Zariat. Let me go ahead. Test it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Test it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Test it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I ain't no Tommy was a Rams fan, or he must just have the jersey. Oh, I gotta get that thing Tommy got at the bottom. Take your time. Mm. Yeah, you could tell they listen to Geno Jennings. I'm hoping one of the higher, I guess, like more. Oh, you was trying to put the growth for what the girl did. Put a at. Did you try asterisk like GR asterisk PE?
To where people wouldn't understand it, just so I can go ahead and go
Right
live.
there,
It's
you
good
go.
stuff.
There you go. So
I got
you
to
can
do
get it up
things
in
like
there.
this. I got to look illiterate. Man, shame. I finally got back on Twitter, man.
Oh, you was kicked off?
Yeah, I've been off for like last 2.5 weeks. You
Yeah.
wouldn't know because you don't care about me. You didn't check up on see
Shut
nothing. You don't
your
give a fuck.
ass up, man. I was following you all through your little Miami, man. That's
Not right.
you
You
was
don't
on
care.
your little.
You
You
don't
was.
care about what I've been going through.
Hey, you was going through so much torment down in the hotels in Miami. You was scared of heights. I saw it. I
Yeah,
saw it.
I am. I'm very afraid of heights. Like I'm afraid of heights like a mug. It's just
Yeah, so
horrible how afraid of heights I am. It's really sad. And I try my best to not be afraid of them. And it is really bad. And the older I get, people don't understand. Old people get scared of falling and shit because we know we're gonna break things.
hell yeah, that's a long way down. You know what I mean? Don't nobody want that. I'm with you on that. Listen, I'm tall, but I don't like being up high. Like if it's secure, then yeah. But if it's not secure, I don't want to be high either.
No, and that don't look secure. I ain't even gonna lie. That does not look secure.
Right.
Little bit ass damn balcony. The thin ass balcony. White people wrong. Why would you make a thin ass balcony like that?
Because they like living on the edge like that. You know, white people, they like taking them type of risks and shit like that, man. So for them,
For
it's like
no
it's gonna bring you
reason.
alive. Yeah, for no reason. It's gonna make you feel alive. The danger, the danger, the danger. That's because they ain't got no soul. So, you know, bungee jumping on the edge makes them feel alive. Us, we already got a soul. So you be like, oh, I ain't got to be up here.
Okay, you got to clarify that for me. Does that mean, is that a thing? Because I always wonder why is it that they say black folks got soul? What does that mean? Is that what it means?
It
For
means
real?
that we got, so like think of a black church and a white church, right? You ever been to a white church?
Yes, I
The
have.
white church, they be like, oh, no, no. You know, it's real Gnostic. It's real. Like when I used to go to a Catholic church, I never used to believe that Catholic church because he'd just be talking. Now, when you go into like a black church, oh, the black church got soul. The black church, they singing, they dancing, they praising, and we're more excited like that. And then when you think about what like the white man be excited about, it'd be like usually dangerous shit, skiing, skydiving, you know, shit like that. Jump out the window, jump out the roof. I want to go to the highest mountain and just, you know, they'll climb Mount Everest. A nigga ain't trying to climb no damn mountain because you fall off that mountain. You talk about falling from 5 feet up. Imagine falling from the mountain. So it's what they do that's a little different. I don't know. I don't
Okay,
know.
so by saying that, wouldn't it stand the reason that maybe the things that they claim we invented, we maybe didn't? Because a lot of the things that white people invented were dangerous to invent them in the first place.
It depends on what it is. I never want to take credit for. I would never want black people to take credit for everything. So it would just depends on what it is. Now there could be some things that we actually did invent, but then there's some things that we probably didn't. Like to save a life, like heart surgery, that could be something that we did, saving a heart. But if you name something crazy like bullets, we probably didn't make that.
Well, them Chinese people, they've created the gunpowder. But I will say this. I don't think black folks were digging inside people to see if they can switch. I think we thought that was against God to sit up there and you're going to take a
Thinking
nigga liver
inside
out
people
of
to
you
see
and put it in
what?
somebody else. Digging inside of somebody and put it in somebody else. I think black folks probably thought that's against God to take a liver out of one person. And so they're going to die if I take it out and put it in this other nigga.
That
Well, let me tell you
concept,
why I
yeah.
believe that.
Yeah.
Because I remember my uncle. My
Mhm.
uncle, Claude Harris, God rest his soul. Claude said when they had found him a heart, he said he will not take that heart. He said he does not want that person coming back from the dead and haunting him.
But no.
He
So the
wrote down with it.
concept, but I rock with you. The concept, I wouldn't say that we invented that concept, but I do know. I think in history they said that the first open heart surgery was a brother, but we did. But that's not something that we would think of.
Yeah,
Hey
Vivian.
man, let's cut
I
a
can't
nigga
remember his
chest
name, but
open.
people can look him up. His name is Vivian something. He did. It's called the Blue Baby Experiment, where they did that. He did that.
Yeah. But I don't think we were sitting
most
somewhere like,
definitely.
man, I like to take somebody's heart and put it in somebody else. I don't think we came.
Right. And like if you said that, man, they run you out of the black neighborhood. You say, and then when you end it with, but he don't need it. He don't need it.
Yeah, you know, harvesting and all
saying.
kind of shit, man. Like that'd be like white folks shit, man, making like certain animals have sex with each other, so they making ligers
Right.
and like that ain't black folk ain't trying to do. Like we might watch it, like you know, oh that's a liger.
Said I ain't said we won't watch it.
Yeah, we might watch it.
Encourage it.
Yeah, but we ain't encouraging it. You know, oh look at the liger. Oh, that's a goat and a sheep, or like mixing animals and stuff. I saw something. I think one of my wives sent me on TikTok this video where it was like different animals that had produced children or baby, whatever you want, animals because they mixed them together, and that was some weird stuff. So I don't think we think of that. I don't think we come up with that.
It's not our bag, bro.
Nah, hell no. No. We leave that alone right there.
But here's the funny thing. Like, people get upset. I don't never get mad about this shit. Like, I'm with it. Like, it's some shit that white people do. And it's just some shit that they do that I don't.
Right. That's how I look at it.
And I'm all right with it.
I'm perfectly fine with it. I ain't got to be a part of none of that weird shit. Y'all keep that weird shit over there. We got some weird, crazy shit of our own, but I know that. Like, I know that. But I don't want they weird shit. That's all. Let them have their culture. Let us have ours. That's how I look at it.
What y'all doing, what it is that y'all do, and I don't have to be a part of it, and I'm not even gonna get mad or talk shit about y'all doing it. I'm not that guy. You can't believe these white people doing that. They can do what they want to do. That's what they do.
You know what? You know, I'll flip it a little. That's why when people be saying we African, I'll be like, nah, I ain't no African, because they'll drink blood. Like I remember I was watching that movie District 9. It's an old movie. And when they saw that the alien had these powers, they wanted to eat the alien. So they felt that by eating the alien, they would have the aliens.
White people always got to go about it. They always got to go about it the wrong way.
Yeah, man. So I leave that part alone. I definitely.
Oh, but you gotta love white folk because they are part of the experience of life. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for coming to join us. Me and my man Captain Desario, we have not done a rundown in a long time, so we got a lot of shit to run down, right?
Yeah, I mean, we got a whole. The last time I was at your house. That's the last time we did it. Tommy's been busy. I've been busy. I'll actually be back in Atlanta next Monday to Thursday.
We gotta do it again.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We could do it again. We could link up again. But like Tommy said, there's been a lot. There's been so much going on. I damn near don't know where to start. I mean, you got Trump going to jail. You got Saucy Santana telling black women to stop being. Listen, Saucy Santana. Wait. I was trying to get through the rundown without stopping, but Saucy Santana is telling black women to not be masculine, yet he trying to be feminine. Like, tell me how he says. Just tell me how we resolve that. You black women, y'all got to stop being like a man, but he talk and act like a woman.
He got a BBL.
He got a BBL. I didn't.
I can't believe this.
I did not know that he had a BBL, which is crazy. Which is crazy. So we got that. You got Pat McAfee called Caitlyn the white B word, which was crazy because I think people might have took what he was trying to say about it. If you actually pay attention to what he was trying to say about it, he wasn't being disrespectful to his white woman. It's just the word he used came across. But we got that. You got Michael Rainey. When we talk about Michael Rainey, it's such a it's such a serious issue because what happened to Michael Rainey on camera happens to a lot of black men and nobody cares. I mean, when I say nobody cares, and even there's an update Michael Rainey did. I'm gonna try to find it where he said he gonna have to look into it, and even he highlights that if it was reversed, it would be worse. If he would have walked up on that sister and groped her like she groped him, his stars that last season of Power would be gone. It wouldn't even be on TV.
They would have been apologizing for it. They'd have probably took all the seasons of Power down.
Yep.
They would have. This man would have never gotten a job. A, B, it'd been other women came out and said he did it to him, and then C, he would have been brought up on charges.
Yep.
And they would have been talking about toxic masculinity, and every man would have been under the fucking microscope.
That's right. And just think about this, man. Like when it happened to women, like when Cassie came out, all the earth just shut down for Cassie. But before they saw the video, they shut down for Cassie. Here it is. We see what happened to Michael Rainey happen live, and nobody. I don't see the fervor. Where's all the black women with the equal rights? Where's all the people with equal rights? And what happens to a woman and happens to a man is the same thing. You don't see that. So we got that. And I want to talk about when I saw your when I saw you on the Fresh and Fit and the diaper nigga. Oh my God.
I still don't know what happened. I don't know what kind of dude that is. See, maybe you spoiled me. You came over, you and your boy, y'all came over and y'all had a regular time. We just had regular shit.
Nobody shit.
Got nuts.
Right. Nobody got nuts. Nobody did nothing crazy.
Yeah. So I'm sitting up here thinking, well, I know he wasn't drunk. I'm not drunk. They're not drunk. We just started. So it's a long story, man. I was
that was crazy. So I want to talk about, because when I'm watching it, first, what was funny is Tommy's sitting there like this the whole time. Tommy ain't buzzed. Tommy ain't moved to the left or right. Tommy, I think I text Tommy. Like Tommy had the greatest discipline ever because he didn't have no reaction. And because he was wilding, he calling him all type of B's, shut up. Like he act like the single mom he made the song about. He act like that mama raised him. Like you could tell, like there was no, because the song, I don't know if you ever heard the song before. I heard the song. The song was like, you let him hit it raw, now you a single mom.
Yep.
Or something like that. So I had heard the song and it was catchy, and of course it gets the frenzy going. A lot of black women. Wait, second of all, and then he be having diapers on his face. Like he be having like
bro, he was wiping the sweat off his brow with the diaper. I don't know why. First off, he was sweating profusely in there.
He was probably nervous.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, I might not know karate, but I know crazy. And I saw this nigga was nuts. I'm not saying nothing of this crazy motherfucker. What I look like? I've been on public transportation, and public transportation when the niggas crazy as shit, you just sit there until your stop come. You get off and you go tell your friends, there's some crazy nigga was on here. But you don't go around trying to tell the crazy nigga to not be crazy.
Word is bond. And I couldn't understand the diapers on his face. When he make the videos, he talking on it like he's singing with like a pack of diapers in his hand. Like if I take this phone, he like this with the diapers. You let him hit it wrong. I'm like, so okay. So if you can give and I know you might have talked about it already, but for my audience, like I'm assuming y'all was all scheduled to be on the show, right? Together.
He was the last minute addition from my end. Okay. I was told I was going to be there. Then when I got there, it was he's going to be there, and I didn't know who he was, and I didn't know what he does, and I still don't technically know what he does.
He's a I saw him on TikTok. He's on YouTube. He just makes those type of videos. As far as I know, the only type of videos he makes is where he goes at single women, and he talks about single women and what they do and how they talk to how they made the mistake of letting some man have sex with them and then leave them, and then now they're a single mom. That's his claim to fame. That's why he doing all the diapers and all that stuff. And when I was watching the videos and he wouldn't let everybody talk, I wonder if he was offended that y'all didn't look at him like he looked at himself. Like maybe he thought he was like a big time cat. Like, hey, I don't
Yes.
know, I don't even know his name, but he walks in there like, why y'all not submitting to me? That part, and the Fresh and Fit, of course, has a reputation of going at women. So he figures this is the role I need to play, but it was forced. It wasn't like organic snapbacks. Like he started off when I'm watching the video, he called the girl a B like right off the rip. I'm like, God damn, she ain't even do nothing yet.
Right. Let this bitch live. Let her
Yeah.
live.
Like
I
at
think
least
that
let
was
the
my
show.
problem.
Yeah,
I
at least let.
said, that's it. Whoa. You know, if I think you went left, you went far left. If
That's
I think you said something out of line to these hoes, man, I would say, man, stop talking to these bitches like this. Imagine having that conversation. These bitches don't deserve this, sir. You need to respect these hoes. Have some respect for these sluts,
right,
nigga.
right. And so Tommy not saying that. That's how you know it was bad. Because Tommy, if they would have been out of order, Tommy would have chimed in with them being out of order. Because that's what he does. And even the Fresh and Fit guys is like, this is kind of like uncomfortable now at this point to still have
Yep.
this animosity, and they kept trying to tweak it down. And I just wanted to highlight, like, men like that, when you go, you're gonna see that their father wasn't there. They was raised by their mama, and not just raised by their mama. Their mama hated their dad, and more than likely took it out on him. And the way he was responding is how women respond. All that emotionalism and even storming out. And when he left out and they had to escort him out and he doing all that fussing and stuff like that, all of that is just from an emotional man. I feel sorry for him, to be honest.
Well, yeah, I was about to say, well, what you missed out on though was he was on this effeminate black dude who tried to go off on me, talking about I was backbiting, which
Backbiting.
because he said I spoke about it when he left and I didn't speak about it when he was there. That the niggas just make up. When people hate me, they make up excuses. But he cried yesterday because he said the people been bullying him. He cried, and I said, "This man is his." And I said it to them when I was on the show. I said it on my show. He has mental issues, and I felt bad for him because people keep using him. He got his whatever 15 minutes of fame, but the dude brought him on his show yesterday, and he was making all kind of money off that boy. That boy was sitting in his car for 4 hours talking to him, and for about 10 minutes, he started crying, saying that the people had been bullying. And again, everybody keeps saying this kid, this young man. I think it's because he comes across young and because he appears young. But he's 36 years old. This nigga was older than Jesus.
36 years old, and that'd be the problem. Like, see, the gift and curse is black people look good when they age, but wisdom don't come with age. And that's a
Right.
36-year-old man that clearly needs some type of counsel. Like being like if he was 20 in his 20s putting diapers and shit all over his face,
We could accept it.
but to be 36 years old, at some point you have to have a level of maturity. And like you say, he don't even realize that yes, you got your 15 minutes of fame, but now what do you do with, like, what do you have after that moment? Like, if you don't have nothing to say and that's all you got to say, that's why you'll do the things that you're doing. And for people that are settled in it, like he's around settled people. So he was around the Fresh and Fit, he was around yourself. And so y'all been around
Keep
this.
going. I'm just walking off
No
for a second. I
problem.
let it go.
Okay. And so because the likes of a Tommy or a Fresh and Fit or anybody that has social media experience and they've been around the block, there's a term called one trick pony. What a one trick pony is, he got one thing he could do, and then that's all he could do. Like if somebody in playing basketball and they can only go to their right, you're gonna make them go to the left, and then once you make them go to the left, it's gonna frustrate them. So it's the same thing with that brother. He don't know how to actually sit down and conversate with women, and that's what that show. It's one thing to call a woman the B word, to call a woman a hoe, to call a woman names, to go back and forth with a woman. It's another to not know how to do it. And that's what he don't know. He don't know how to. And it was like 4 or 5 women, Tommy, the 2 fresh and fit guys, and he was out of place because that's an environment that he had never been in. If all he's doing is making videos by himself, he's sitting in his car. He's not around people. There's some people that are just not socially adept outside. And that's what social media can do to you. Social media can create
Yep.
an environment where if you're on Instagram and you got 20,000 followers and you can make this post and get these likes and comment, but you don't have no social structure where you can go to a bar, go to a club, or go to a barbershop and have a conversation, then that means you don't know how to actually communicate. You just know how to type. And anybody can look that up. And that's what it showed with him. He didn't know how to sit into an environment and was never tested, like never tested with his wit. Like if a woman says this, what do you do? Well, fuck it, I don't know what to say. So, bitch, shut up. Bitch, shut up. I'm trying to talk. Bitch, I'm trying to talk. Bitch, I'm trying. Like that's all he was doing. Everybody knows me. I'm this. I'm on TikTok. Because that's the only talking points he had was that. He didn't have no
Listen,
me.
he don't be in, listen, he don't be in the project hallways talking about he be in the project all day.
Yeah. And then
that's
the
him.
heavy
He's
part.
one of those people. You sit back and you listen to him. You're like, hold on, this man don't know what the fuck he talking about. And like you said, a lot of these people stay on the internet so much that the internet is all they know. Like this is it. And when you turn around and you ask him, apply that shit practically, they've never done it. The internet has allowed people who've never applied the shit they're saying practically to talk about shit they've never applied practically. And then it'll filter down into a bunch of other lames who themselves have never done it, but that guy will be the leader of lames. So he'll be like, he's one of us, and he's actually calling these. Because I watch, there are people cheering for every time a man call a woman a bitch for no reason. That's why I'm not Red Pill. That's why I'm not Manosphere. That's why I'm not none of them motherfuckers. When they ask me, they're like, well, these guys are from you. I have a saying, and they get mad when I say it. I'm Jesus, and they're Christians.
I'm glad you said that. What is Red Pill? What is that?
It's supposed to be from. They got that from the movie The Matrix. When they ask you to take the red pill or the blue pill, if you take the blue pill, you just go back into the Matrix, and you won't know anything. If you take the red pill is the one that's going to wake you up and let you know that you're in the Matrix. But
I get that concept.
Yeah, me too.
It doesn't sound like when you mentioned red pill just now, it don't sound like a good thing. It don't sound like they sound like the red pill is the blue pill based on the way you said it, as far as like the manosphere and stuff like that. So I was trying to see what is the red pill in that, like from that position. Like I don't know what that is. That's what I was asking.
Those men, what they do is they're supposed to be waking men up to the evils and ills of women and stopping them from simping and being used by women. The problem is they're not waking these men up. They're actually just having angry men. They're using these angry men for their money because the angry man might work on computers or the angry man might work on all these things. And he have a job and your bitch ass didn't. So what you do is you get online, start talking and saying you're the mouthpiece for this lame. This lame gives you money. You get a bunch of views. Then you start being a man you never were prior to that. So every one of them act like they had a great job. Every one of them act like they've been a baller. Every one of them act like they get a bunch of damn women. And yet the people who follow them don't get any women. It'd be different if you start following them and you started getting women. But it seems like all they're doing is teaching you to hate women while they fuck women. Notice every one of the dudes will get caught with women. But they try to get all their followers to hate women.
Yeah, that's like the hustle. I saw something on Facebook. There was a man group called Men Going Their Own Way.
Yeah, MGTOW.
Yeah, that's some weird shit. I hope the way they going lead to some women. Let me tell you something.
Well, I think what they mean is all these things start off well. It's just like the leftist movement. Leftists started out well. These motherfuckers progressive and liberals. We're just trying to let everybody live. They started out well.
Right.
And then what did they do? They became worse than the people they told you were bad. They became worse than conservatives. Liberals are the ones now telling you if you say anything, you can lose your job, you can lose your career. That's liberals telling you that freedom of speech is gone. Freedom of religion. Now, if you pick religion, that's a problem. How you gonna tell me we need freedom of religion, but if I pick a religion, you tell me I should be religionless? How you gonna say you fought for women to be able to do what they want to do? Now, when a woman says she wants to be a housewife, you say it's something wrong with her.
Yeah, it's
I
almost
thought
like
they
you
could do whatever
still
they want to do. Why?
right.
But what you're saying is I have to do what you want me to do,
Yeah, it's like
and
leaving
that's
one
what these
form of
movements are.
control. It's like leaving one form of control to go to another form of control
Yes,
under the guise of freedom. But it's really don't follow them as your leader. Follow me as my
follow
leader.
me.
You know what I mean? And then I make it sound good. And then once I rope you in, now I reveal what the real master plan is I want to control you just like the Republicans did or just like the Democrats did, XYZ like that. Yeah, that red pill thing was a little strange. When you was talking about the women's movement, it made me think about the story with Pat McAfee and Caitlyn Clark. So somebody had asked me, did I think that Caitlyn Clark deserved to be on the women's Olympic team? And the first thing that popped in my mind was Christian Leitner. I remember when they had the Dream Team and they had all of these Hall of Famers, and they kept Isaiah Thomas off, but let Christian Leitner play. So my position on this is, if Christian Leitner could be on the Dream Team, for sure, Caitlyn Clark could play with these basketball
First
players.
off,
Because
they kept Isaiah Thomas off because Michael Jordan didn't
Michael
like it.
Jordan,
Michael
yeah,
Jordan kept him off.
right,
Two, Christian Leitner was on because they had to have one college player, and because he had
right,
just won the national championship and he was the biggest name in college, they put him on. He came out to be a shitty pro, but he deserved to be on there based on
yeah,
his college resume. It's like Tim Tebow. His college resume is unmatched. His pro
right,
resume sucks.
right,
Caitlyn Clark, her college resume means she deserves to be on that damn team.
right.
She scored more points than any man or woman that's ever played college basketball. The proof of the things that I say about black women, and I do not mean to offend your crowd, but I got to go there. This girl got them from flying Spirit Airlines. Before this girl came to the NBA, these bitches were flying Southwest and Spirit, and this is not a lie. The year she came in, they are now flying chartered jets. There is no reason for you to hate that girl. Imagine if before you and I started hanging out, I was having 100 people watch the show. Now that you've been on the show, 1,000 are watching.
Right.
And yet I keep saying, well, they here just to see much as to see me as they are to see you. No, they're not. When you weren't there, I had 100.
Right.
When you came, I had 1,000. Let me give you a great example. I was looking for tickets. My girl and I was looking for tickets to go see Caitlyn Clark here in Atlanta when she comes. We're looking them up, and she plays in Atlanta, plays the Atlanta Dream. The tickets are $2,800 if I sit on the floor. They also are playing where the Hawks play in their stadium.
Okay.
It's a 2,200 seat stadium. They believe it's going to be sold out. After that, the Chicago Sky is coming to Atlanta. Chicago Sky is Angel Reese's team. And Angel Reese said, it's not just Caitlyn Clark. I play too. Cool. Angel Reese, they believe they're going to sell out the stadium when she comes as well. It's Black Atlanta. She should sell it out, right? We're Black. We should want to go see it, especially since we be online all day talking about somehow she being mistreated. The best way to prove that she's being mistreated is to buy her shit and show up. Except she's going to be playing in a 5,000 seat stadium because they're not moving it to where the Hawks are playing. They're moving it to where a high school is playing.
The basketball game?
Yep.
Wow.
They typically don't play in the big arenas. Let me give you another example. The Washington Mystics played last Thursday against the Chicago Sky. They played in the big stadium. They had 10,000 people show up. That's pretty good because when they normally play at the little stadium, only 4,000 or 5,000 people show up. It's pretty good for Angel Reese to bring 10,000 people to the big stadium, which seats 23,000 people. The next night, Caitlyn Clark played the exact same team. 20,000 people showed up. 10,000 to see Angel Reese in black ass DC. 20,000 to see the white girl the next night.
Yeah, you know what? As you saying this, you know what black people gonna have to accept. Black women gonna have to accept that black men don't want to see black women play basketball, and white men and white people do. We listen.
Why wouldn't black women and black people? And this is what probably you and I at our age we've started to figure out. There's a lot of people who say a lot of shit, but there's very few people who do shit.
Who do it, right? I agree.
These people get online and they become activists. They're all arguing how about Angel Reese. They claim they love Angel Reese.
Mm-hmm.
Angel Reese's game should be sold out everywhere she goes, especially where blacks are. You cannot get mad at whites for supporting their white athlete.
Right.
That makes no sense. Imagine me getting mad at my neighbor for supporting his son, but I wouldn't support my own. But I think my neighbor should support my son. And I'm arguing with my neighbor over not going to watch my son, as I don't go watch my own son. They're complaining about white people not watching these black women, while these black women won't go watch themselves.
Hey, before the
Ain't no black woman buying Angel Reese's shoes, her shirts, her jerseys, tickets, none of that. Go on.
They wear Jordans though. No. What you saying? What you saying is right. They wear Jordans though. They wear. I was watching this battle rap event. The girl that was rapping had an Allen Iverson jersey on. She didn't have an Angel Reese jersey on. Like black people don't have this respect or reverence for women's basketball, and we should just accept it. And if the WNBA really wanted to be, they used to have this term in the WNBA called "We Got Next," and they've never had it until this white woman.
Exactly.
Until this white woman came, because now
you never had it.
Right, because if we talk about the game of sports, if we talk about women's rights, black women join white women for women's rights. So if a woman is making your sport popular, why now does her race matter? There's always a catalyst. It just so happened that in the NBA, Mike just happened to be black, but Mike was a catalyst. And Mike Tiger Woods was a catalyst.
Serena Williams.
Now, you know what? But when Tiger Woods played golf, he got support from black people.
And he got support from whites, though. Whites saw how many eyes he was bringing to a sport that had not been viewed like that. They saw that all their purses jumped. They wanted Tiger in everything.
No, you're right. The reason why I'm focusing on black people, black women specifically, is because they had that mantra. We got next. Well, in order for black women to have next, black women got to support black women. And if anything, this shows that black women don't support black women, and all they have now is this talking point against a white woman. So now the emotional side is they're only doing this because she's white. They're only doing this because she's that. I'm not talking about the players yet. I'm talking about the so-called fans of these players, the women that have this outrage as to why she's now getting all this support and they're not. Where was your support for before Angel Reese? You had a lot of other players. Candace.
They had Asia Wilson. They had back when I used to watch it, Cheryl Swoops. They had Lisa Leslie. They had several black women. The one that fine, her name is something Swim or something Swim Cash.
Yeah, they got a couple. They got some fine ones. Candace Parker was another one. Yeah, they had some bad. All of them bad. They just like to go with the wrong side. I mean, but some of them bad.
Some of them bitches look like how my boy said it, motherfucker, the nappy head holes. He said they look like the Toronto Raptors. It's a bad looking bitches.
Yeah, like they don't even know how to work this controversy properly. Meaning,
Caitlyn, say it.
Yeah, they don't know how to work this controversy. I know how to work controversy. If there's something controversial, I don't run and hate on it. I use it to my advantage. They could have bought so much. They could all this attention on the WNBA. Imagine if they just supported this white woman, let her go out there. It's just sports. This ain't religion. This ain't your life. But if you talking about a business that you want to grow, and this white woman happens to do it, you should let him do it. Nobody hated on Larry Bird. Nobody hated on like Dirk Nowitzki or
Ain't
nothing like
nobody hating on Luka
on
Doncic
Luka
right now.
Doncic.
Nobody hating on the Joker, and this nigga done won three
Right.
MVPs in 4 years.
Right. And you don't see black players saying, hey man, F Luka, Jokic. And ain't nobody saying that. Nobody's saying that about Luka. They saying Kyrie and Luka's like the best backcourt. Like one thing about the NBA, they've never hated on white players. John Stockton, they didn't hate. John Stockton got on the dream team. They didn't say, well, because you white, you can't do this. Black
and they didn't
women.
say the only reason he made it was because he was white. We didn't say that either.
No, that's
He's like, the
right.
white boy can play.
And that's the thing. The only thing I can't take away from Caitlyn is Caitlyn deserved a spot on the Olympics because she could actually score. Like she scored all in points. Only thing she didn't do was win a championship. So she went back to back, but didn't win the championship. But she carried the team XYZ. She's the most popular player in the WNBA. That's like leaving LeBron off, or Kobe off, or Allen off, or Mike off. The dream team, like you. There's this term you hit your hand to smite your face, or hide your hand to smite your face, or something like that.
That one, you cut off your nose to spite your face.
Yeah, cut off your nose to spite your face, and that's what the WNBA is doing. Because I don't know how that makes sense. If I was in an organization or running a business, and this entity or this thing came in and was a lightning rod for my business to grow, I would push it. The women don't know. I always say, man, don't nobody hate women more than women. Y'all can talk about black men all you want. There's nobody that hates women more than women.
Let me tell you this, though. If the Me Too movement wasn't pushed mainly by white women, it would have crumbled a long time ago because black women would have been arguing with each other over it. And it would have, I say these things, I say black women, and I know it's going to piss a lot of people off. I say black women ruin damn near everything they touch. And en masse. I had a black woman tell me today, I used to hate everything you said. She said, but then I noticed I don't deal exclusively with black women. I don't like them. And if you notice, most black women will tell you they feel better around black men or men than women. They'll even tell you, I don't fuck with these bitches. These bitches catty. Women will say that about women.
Every girlfriend you've ever had tell you that.
I
said every girlfriend you've had told you that about black women.
Think about it. You, me, your brother, when y'all came over, we hung out. We was like, we didn't want this fucker to end. We was enjoying ourselves. Exactly. We ain't never sit up there and said, man, I'd rather not be around no other men.
That's right.
I'd rather hang around just a gang of bitches. And as much as I like women, I would drive myself crazy if I was around women all the time. I love my daughter. I'd be so glad when she leave, man. Because after a while, that estrogen is something. Is it not though? Do we not have a room in the house where we just go to be ourselves?
Yeah, that's where I'm at now. And can't nobody come.
I think it said that's where I'm at. I didn't know how y'all see I did it. He said, that's where I'm at now.
I look right around. That's where I'm at right now.
That's where I'm at right now.
And that's the thing. And what made it the best about when we came to your crib, you had never met my brother. And you never met me face to face. We just did, we had the online thing, and we all just sat down. You made my brother get on the camera as soon as the show started. You put the camera right on him. He working the camera. We worked out how we gonna do it. Gave us a tour. Sat down. I had a bomb-ass show, bomb-ass friendship, and you get women like
we've
that.
Been knowing each other for years. Nobody wanted to take the lead. We kept wanting to pass the ball. Not women. Women don't get mad if somebody get more attention than them.
Hell yeah.
You think women have been able to joke how I joke with you? Be like, this nigga handsome. You be like, leave it. You think women can do that with each other?
Hell no. In the back of their mind, they like, why that bitch say that?
Yep. Well, the women will sit up there and be like, I'm not telling that bitch shit. I'm not saying, I'm not complimenting. When women compliment each other, like if she say you look nice in that dress to another woman, it's because she want that woman to say back to her, you look nice in that dress.
Right.
We don't say to each other, hey, man, them shoes nice. Where you get them shoes? So you can look at me and be like, I like your shoes too.
Yeah.
No, we know you got, I know I got on some clown shoes. Why
Yeah.
you need to tell me these shoes
Yeah.
look nice?
It's your time
You
to shine with your shoes. It's your time to shine with your shoes. This is not my time to shine with the shoes.
Right.
This is all
and
you.
so here's my take. You got somebody in your comment section. I got to point something out to you. There's
It
two
might
motherfuckers that I hate in your comment section. I'm
Okay.
gonna call them out. One of them, his name is Frank White. He said Caitlyn Clark is overrated. She's only getting hyped because she's white. Nigga, you knew nothing about women's basketball prior to this. And you can't say a woman that took an all-white squad to the championship 2 years in a row. She had no other good players on that team but her. No one else from that team was drafted but her. How can you say that this bitch is overrated? That is the stupidest comment in history. Overrated, that's like saying that Brock Purdy is overrated. You might not like him, but this motherfucker done went to the Super Bowl and went to the NFC Championship game. And if he hadn't got hurt, he'd have went to Super Bowl 2 years in a row. It is really stupid to say. This man said, how many did she win? By your logic, Charles Barkley is overrated. By your logic, the mailman Karl Malone is overrated. By your logic, Gary Payton is overrated. Would you like me to keep going, you stupid son of a bitch? There's been plenty of people who never won a championship. And again, you keep acting like this girl can win against another team that was straight stacked. That team she played, both times were stacked. If you know anything about basketball, they let you know he knows nothing. The team that both teams she lost to were stacked. Right. Allen Iverson, he was overrated.
Yeah. Patrick Ewing.
Yes. People say dumb stuff. You had this girl played against a team. She had no other players on her team. None of them got drafted. None of them have a chance of getting drafted. Literally, that tells you a lot. Somebody say Tracy McGrady. Yeah. But let me go to that. She's still over crispy. She ain't win shit. See, I told y'all every time I get into an argument with them, they'll say something about my skin color. I'm crispy now.
Who's saying that?
Frank White. So I argued with him factually.
Oh, I was about to kick him out. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, he's on your page. I argued with him factually. I said factual shit. He went to my skin color.
You did.
I'm sorry, I'm too black to be right, sir.
Why do you got to go to his skin tone? Yo, speaking of that, like I don't understand the light skin, dark skin, and you educated. And what I mean by that, I saw Umar Johnson say something like dark skinned black men have been making light skinned black men look bad for the whole year. And I would think somebody with his level of intelligence wouldn't use dark skin, light skin analogies because he's too intelligent for that. And it reminds me of a comment like this, like, why when you lose an argument clearly, because you can't say Caitlyn can't play. She just dropped 30 last night. You can't say she can't play. You can't. I mean, what are we
as a rookie?
As a rookie, like, what are we talking about right now?
It's the second time doing it.
There's players that always come into any sport and has a hype around them. Caitlyn is just a white woman that has the hype around her, and the most hate she's getting is from the league that she's in. Like, even if you want to say it's just fans, and the fans is hating on her, that's one thing. But when the league is hating on her, that's a whole nother thing. That's an envy that shouldn't be there.
Yes.
So I mean, I don't understand it.
So now he's just gonna keep on calling me crispy and you better be glad I don't have this channel that has a wrench, because I'm gonna get rid of you, sir. Because I don't know why you a grown man.
I just did. I commented in there real fast. I didn't know what you got. A new channel?
Said, yo. I just said, yo, yeah, they kicked my other channel.
That's why you got to.
No, I had a wrench before the last time, but then I did something.
I know, but no, that's what I'm saying. You know, your accounts don't.
Yeah, I was uploading some shit I shouldn't have been, and they got me. I got caught. I was out of line. I didn't know that it went to that channel, and
you got the wrench now.
You gonna stop laughing at me for shit going wrong in my life?
Oh,
thought we were
yes,
friends.
every week, like you
I
just
thought
told
we
me
were
about
friends.
Twitter. You just told me about Twitter. You got to run it down to me. You got to hit me up like, hey, I'm off Twitter, I'm off YouTube, I'm off this 3 days from now, I'm off X, I'm off this. Like you got to tell me. I don't know. I don't know that's it, man.
Look, it was that was my
Tommy
bad.
wake
I
up and
can't
he
even lie.
gone. Tommy
I
wake up,
deserve to
go.
get blocked. I deserve to get flagged on that one. It was I messed up. I was actually glad they flagged me so that shit didn't get out.
Oh, okay. You must have said some real crazy
Yeah,
stuff
I
there.
did. I was wrong. I'm not even
Okay.
gonna lie. No, not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. He was smart. When he saw I was gonna get my moderator stick, he blocked me so I can't see it.
Oh no, I had blocked him already when you were
Oh,
saying
good.
it. Yeah, I had blocked
Okay.
him already. My bad.
But it's crazy. Like somebody said, that's crazy that a grown man would keep on calling another man a name because they don't agree. And a name that you remember, I'm supposed to be the coon. So why would pro-blacks be using this type of language? And like you said about Umar, of course, dark and educated. Now I can see if he was making a joke. And even then, like I didn't understand. Maybe you can explain it. What did he mean by dark-skinned men have made us look bad this year?
Yeah, because I
What
think
they
he
do?
was highlighting what Diddy did, and I don't know who else. So he's saying because of like we in the beginning, we in like the middle of 2024.
Oh, he might
And
be talking about what's his name who got convicted. The brother who is now with that beautiful woman. I love that woman. That woman's one of the
oh,
most beautiful women I've
you
ever
were
seen.
making you talk about making good.
Make it good,
Yeah,
yeah.
talk about that, brother. Right. So talk about all these different men that got darker skin than a light skinned brother like myself, and saying that the dark skinned men have ruined it for black men as far as dark skin versus light skin. And he calls himself the King Kong of consciousness, which is another racist. Like that's racist. What I mean by that's racist, that's a victim of white supremacy because when you look at King Kong, who was King Kong in love with? The white woman. Who was he obsessed with? The white woman. The white woman get him to bow down and obey. So when you call yourself the King Kong of consciousness, that's weird. But when he used, yeah, like, I'm Godzilla. I'd rather be Godzilla because Godzilla whipped King Kong ass. I mean, so if you're gonna be anybody, be the winner. But when he said that, I was really in awe. Like, okay, this is a brother that says he got a PhD. He has a school that he's building. He has all these things, or school that is built. Somebody let me know if anybody's been in that school yet. And for him to put like somebody, but for him to put, but for him to put light skin and dark skin, because you know what that does when somebody like Umar Johnson says dark skinned men made it bad, light skinned men got a pass. That furthers the separation and the stereotype. And
It
you would
does.
think,
He was just trying to. I think I'm going to give him a pass on this. Let me tell you why. He was probably just trying to be this whole funny, like you said. This is a bad year for light. Like if some people might say it when they saw what happened to Drake. It's a bad year for light skinned brothers. Like it's a joke.
Kendrick
I think
whooped his
amongst
ass.
men we joke, and it's not as deep as when it is about women. Women can't handle that joke, and I'm with you. He shouldn't probably be doing it because of what he does. But I
Right.
think it was a lighter hearted joke saying that, man, we dark skinned men, we got to do better. We can't be out here getting caught up like this, like a joke, I think. But I'd have to
Yeah,
see
that
it.
should be said amongst us.
Yeah, I think
There's
it might have been. I'll give him a pass for that, and I rarely give Umar a pass. I'm on its face. I'm gonna give him a bad pass on that one. That he didn't mean anything too bad, but I'm still with you. I see where you're going with it, and I want to say something to the other person in your comment section. Chantel commentary. Chantel.
I gotta scroll up
Chantel
and see who
says,
these people.
really, sir? Black people gotta support black
Oh
people.
yeah, I saw that.
Period.
I was going. That's what I thought you was talking about at first. I mean, you got
Yeah,
it, but
that's
I
the
saw
next one.
that too. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you, Chantel. It's hard for me to respect you when you put period. I have no respect for any woman who writes like that, any human being, because number one, you took your language from gay black men. That's gay
That is
black
where it
men's
come
language.
from. Mm-hmm.
And you sitting up there eating their language. Then turn around and say, white women aren't the only people supporting white bald chick. Then she says, so only black women need to support black women. black men don't need to support black women. Let me explain something to you, ma'am. If black women can spend all their time saving up their money to try and screw some basketball player during NBA weekend, if they can sleep in U-Haul trucks like they did here in Atlanta, they were sleeping in U-Haul trucks trying to fuck these men. Yeah, you should then go to these things. Let me tell you why we used to enjoy playing basketball at the basketball court. Because the girls would then show up and wear their little shorts and sit and watch us play basketball. Now nigga ain't passing no more. He shooting all the shots. He shooting all the shots. He don't normally play like that, but now them women don't showed up. There he is. So, ma'am, if y'all wanted us to show up to the WNBA games, if we saw y'all there, we would literally go because you're there. We would do the same thing. Maybe we'd start showing up for All-Star Weekend, trying to knock up one of them girls during the All-Star Weekend. But you won't do that. But you'll go and watch these males play. And that's the point. If you won't go see yourself play, because white women would go see this white girl play. Then what would happen is little white girls would ask their grown white father, take me to the game to see Caitlyn Clark. And so the white father would take. It wasn't no just random man just walking to see a WNBA game. The men who were going to see a WNBA game got what they call daughters who wanted to see Caitlyn Clark, got what they call wives who wanted to see Caitlyn Clark. So while you're trying to be smart and sarcastic, period, what you should have done is this. Simply stated, since y'all so powerful, black women, and y'all queens, and y'all the leaders, even if men won't support black women, if you supported black women, you could then turn around and tell us, we're doing our part, you need to help.
Right.
That's what I tell my daughter. See, if you do your part and get a job, daughter, and you make money, daughter, then it's easier for me to come in and help supplement the money you don't have to buy the thing you want. That's right. But if you just complain that you don't have something because I didn't give it to you, then I don't respect your argument. So instead of you telling me how you black women are showing up for these black women's sports and black men aren't doing it, what you said is we need to do it too.
Right.
And that sounds like you ain't strong as you say, because ain't now one of us black men ever asked you black women to come and support shit we do. If we started playing in the NBA, and let me end it with this. For as stupid as y'all are acting, look at what a brother by the name of Sammy Davis Jr., Jackie Robinson. These men had to deal with people spitting in their face and calling them the N-word to their face. Mm-hmm. And you know what they said they did? They took it so other black men wouldn't have as hard a time as they did. Yet you black men, women, instead of y'all saying, this is a way for them to get eyes on us too. Because if they watch this white girl play, they have to see us. We're on the same court. If it's a handsome nigga playing basketball and all the hoes came to the court to see him, and you tell me if I'm lying, Cap, because you was that nigga. The ugly niggas would just start shooting the ball, wouldn't we? Because them hoes all can't leave with you. We glad you brought them, because now I'm going to show out. We didn't hate that you brought them. Niggas would start picking up Cap at his fucking apartment. Hey, nigga, you playing ball with us today? Because we know if you come, the hoes coming.
Right.
Instead, black women are sitting up here saying, we tired of Caitlyn getting all of the publicity. We'll hurt her. We'll do things to make it not, to make people not, because if Caitlyn was smart, she should quit the WNBA and go play overseas.
Right.
With people who respect her and what she do. So we don't have to hear you say she overrated. They only do it because she white. Let me tell you who else is overrated. What is that dark-skinned black girl who gets the acting roles who look like a crackhead, honestly, but y'all try to say she pretty? Lupita. Lupita Nyong'o. That girl is not pretty. She looks like a crackhead. But because she's dark and they don't want to say anything else, white people put her in the movies. I said this on somebody else's show and they got mad because they had no answer. I said, you know who don't put her dark-skinned self in their movies? Dark-skinned people. Black people could put dark-skinned women as the lead in their movies.
Right.
Yet, whenever you talk about black shows like Martin, like Cosby Show, like all these, the lead girl is always
Light skin.
skin. Boomerang, Coming to America. The dark-skinned girls in Boomerang and Coming to America were whores. The light-skinned girls were the ones you wanted to marry. In both movies, both made by blacks. So when y'all talk all that shit, Lupita is only in white people's movie as the pretty girl. She ain't even in black people's movie as the pretty girl. Am I lying?
I don't think she a crackhead though.
I said I don't think she smoked crack. She just looks like one.
Okay,
She's just not. If you see her, they have to tell you she's attractive. In her everyday attire, she looks like a crackhead. In her everyday attire, she's not pretty. Because if she was, why is it niggas ain't going around trying to fuck with her like that? People don't even remember her name. And here's how you can tell they don't think dark-skinned girls are pretty. When you ask if dark-skinned girls are pretty, that's the name they throw. That's the equivalent of a white person saying, I got a black friend.
Hey, you know who was like, when I was younger and I was coming up, you know, it was like one of my, I thought she was so fine, dark-skinned girl. What's the girl from it, Living Single? I had a crush
I
on
loved her. She married a white
Erica
man.
Alexander.
Nobody cared.
She married a white man?
Marie, yeah,
I'm mad. Erica Alexander.
Yeah, the one that played the one with
Maxine. She played
Maxine Waters. And the other one, the one in Girlfriends. I love that dark-skinned girl. Her name was Jill Marie Jones.
Yeah, she was fine. Now she was fine.
Both married white men.
Oh, she married a white man too?
And no one is arguing or cares or say they ain't shit or say they sellouts. But if they were black men and they did it, it'd be a problem. This is why I speak the way I speak. I don't have respect for that group of people because, and not all, just in general, I don't like the way they move. Because let me let you see something right quick as we go. Take a look at this, brother.
Okay.
Well, it looks like the bench production. You didn't get a lot of it in this game here. Talk about what they need to do going forward.
You said what?
The bench. Not score a lot in this game here, give you a lot of production. What do you have to do next in the next few games to help you guys most likely get to the next level?
What does the bench have to do?
Yes.
What did you?
I was saying that the bench didn't give a lot of production today in this game here. What do they got to do to help you all out as what they did in the previous game?
What they got to do? What they do last game? That's a real question. You for real?
No, what I'm asking is just really trying to get an idea of what they need to do.
So what the bench do the last game?
They actually played well. They played well.
So what they do this game?
Today they didn't do well this game.
Okay, so what they got to do? Score, right? Yep. All right, bet. That's it, right? Yep. That's the main question.
Imagine you never get interviewed, and now they're starting to interview y'all. Caitlyn Clark gives a great interview, and yet the black chick gives that interview. What they doing? Huh? This is what she did.
Your face like that?
No, watch. I'm not like watch.
No, I saw it. That's the first thing I saw. See, I saw it.
That's what I'm saying. She sat up there and did this, and I don't know why a lot of black chicks do this shit. Take their whole hand and push. They do this, and then put your hand right back where you like you did. Just do that nasty shit. And then what made it worse is this bitch was playing basketball and got on a lace front. You can see the glue in the front of her head, bro.
Like the bench production. You didn't get.
Look at the glue. Look at the top.
I ain't mad. I mean, she got to do what she got to do with that. But the way she
during the game,
maybe she
you out there sweating, so the sweat can't come out because the glue's stopping it. So it's just stuck in the.
Well, then maybe that's a good strategy. She don't want the sweat to come down. Maybe. Let me stop. Oh man, hey, big up the wait before we go, man. Let me big up this one brother, man. Big up the Maxwell Smart. Appreciate the super chat donation. Make sure y'all donating to Tommy Sotomayor's super chat on his live stream. Make sure you're donating to my super chat. Make sure you're hitting up that Cash App, $ TJ Sotomayor, $ to Zaryak. Make sure y'all support us as we doing this. Bringing y'all this banging ass TNT show, man. Y'all know y'all missed it. You know you missed it. You know you loved it, man. Support these two fabulous co-hosts, fabulous brothers to bring some excellent conversation. Sometimes together, sometimes you divided, but we'll never actually be divided except on a topic. That's it. So
Hey, somebody in your comment section said Styles said the WNBA players have to be better ambassadors. We'll wrap it up with that. What do you think about that? Because it seems like that's where you were going in the beginning.
Exactly. Like they should have been, instead of them rookie hazing her, which is what they're doing. They're hazing her and phasing her out and really shutting themselves down. And they're showing that women hate women. They're showing that a man needs to step in and take control.
Ooh.
That's what they're showing. They're showing that those women are not fit to. Whoever was on that Olympic team, I guarantee you, was women justifying. Now we can't have her on here because what I would love to hear what legitimate excuse they got a 42-year-old basketball player going to the damn Olympics and not letting 20-year-old or whatever old Caitlyn Clark go. What is the 42-year-old gonna do?
And Caitlyn is a great ambassador for the sport. So she goes over there, which is why they sent Michael Jordan, which is why they sent all these people. Helps with ambassador for the game, and literally made all these people in these other countries want to do what they saw.
It made it international.
Yep.
They may sort of pick the best, most outspoken the players that people would know. So when they go out there, it brings more attention back home. If they want to fill up the stands, man, let me tell you something. If it was all white, they would use that black player up, and they should be using her. I would use her up like a white slave. That's what I would do.
They use Tiger up like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would use Caitlyn like that would be my white slave. Hey, Caitlyn, come to the Olympics. Hey, Caitlyn, go speak. Hey, Caitlyn, do this. Hey, because you get the benefits of it. Caitlyn could be, and that's I don't
had that white bitch on everything. Right now at the finals, she'd be a guest speaker at some of them damn games during the halftime. Literally, I would make her the face of this thing until, like you said, until she fell out.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. She get tired of me. She'd be like, Master Tazaryak is too hard on me. Be like, somebody get Master Tazaryak. Come on, Master Tommy, talk to Master Tazaryak because he too hard on me. Somebody talk to him, but she would work her ass off to make sure that WNBA was great. Women just hate women. In closing, what we finding out is that women don't support women because the WNBA does not get the support that women give to the NBA. And women hate women so much that they won't let a woman be great so that they can fail.
And let me finish it off with Black women are extremely jealous of white women. You won't say it, but I'll say it. That's my thing. Because if this was a Black woman, she would have at least got away with some of it because Asia Wilson was supposed to be the best player, but she doesn't get a bunch of advertising. They did the same thing. Black women are just jealous people. They did the same thing to Lolo Jones. I don't know if you remember who she is. She light-skinned and she ain't that good. But everybody wanted to watch her run track. Look up Lolo Jones. Bitch is fine. Black women came out talking shit about she ain't that good. Yeah, she ain't that good, but this bitch is fine and people come watch you so you can beat her. It doesn't matter that she ain't that fine. It's the same thing happened in tennis. Anna Kournikova, she wasn't good at all, but niggas was watching to see Anna play. Why would any woman get mad? And no woman got mad except the black chicks who said, Serena, how she makes more money than Serena. Because this bitch is advertising on billboards and shit. She's a model. It doesn't matter that she ain't that good. She's a fucking model. But at least they had an argument by saying Serena Williams is really good. She's beating this girl. The girl never beat Serena. Cool. But she brought more eyes to the sport for people could even see Serena beat that girl. So Serena should be glad every time she beat that girl because her check is bigger than it would have been had that girl not been in the sport.
You know what? And one more thing you're saying that. You know what they do in the NFL? When a wide receiver breaks the record for what a wide receiver makes at that position, other wide receivers don't get mad. They get glad. Because now if he broke the record, and I'm better than him. Now I can break the record. Same thing with quarterbacks. Same thing at the NFL positions. They don't hate on a player making more money. They want the player to make more money because now you just raise the market. Right? You just raise the market. Imagine Eli Manning, the best Giants quarterback ever, at least. Imagine Eli Manning setting the record, and then Tom Brady like, I'm hating on Eli. No, he ain't hating on Eli. What he gonna say? Well, if Eli got that money, he only got 2 rings. I got 5 rings. I'm a shatter the record. Like that's how they supposed to look at it. But women, I'm telling you, a woman without a man knows nothing. She's smart and intelligent, but she knows nothing. Every woman without a man, you don't have the guidance that you need. I'm sorry. And that's why when women get with their man, if they're a good woman, they don't hang with their girlfriends no more. They get right up under that nigga all the time.
Wow, you are so right. Like no white people got mad, no white players. Now the owners did about Deshaun Watson's deal because every player at that point realized, well, if they gave this motherfucker a guarantee.
Yeah, this nigga out there getting freaky massages and all that, and he still got guaranteed money. He out there getting happy endings and all.
Every quarterback was happy about that. They wasn't one that wasn't happy about that. Oh, this nigga doing. Look at what Lamar Jackson did right after. Lamar said,
right after that,
I will not play unless I get this nigga money.
If this nigga getting happy ending money, I want my money for sure. Like, thank you. Like, Deshaun Watson probably got. Hey, good looking, brother. We appreciate you breaking that record. I'm about to go through.
Them owners was so mad about that contract because they was like, fuck, now we gotta negotiate with this nigga's money now.
Yeah, Cleveland was stupid as hell.
Person that came out and said a word about that white boy who played for my team, the 49ers, the white running
Christian
back.
McCaffrey? He just got a new contract. Yep.
And every running back is happy for it.
Hell yeah.
Everyone.
They've been waiting for Christian McCaffrey or anybody because remember the running backs, they were saying they was useless because you could just phase them out, use this person, use that. Now Christian McCaffrey get that money. Now the next running back behind him, like, okay, if Christian got that money, I can get that money. That women can learn, man. Y'all got to learn this hustle, man. Y'all got to learn. Y'all be so trying to be over a man when you really just need to be up under him, and you can learn something. Yeah, be up under him.
What we got next on the rundown?
Oh, we didn't get into the Michael Rainey. I think we need to go right in since we're talking about women. And I remember I was on that Clubhouse app. They be getting so mad because they be like, y'all be talking about women and stuff like that. And I told them all today, I said, well, y'all gonna be mad at me today. I said, because damn, they have these stories about y'all evil ass women and doing stupid shit and being able to get away with it. And this Michael Rainey story, I don't know. I'm gonna try to put it in Telegram to send you so that people can see the video, because when you see the video, it's more telling when you see the video. I'm gonna copy this link. I'm gonna send it to you on Telegram, and it's off of Instagram. So when you watch the video and play it, what y'all are gonna see when Tommy plays this video is you're gonna see Michael Rainey chilling, and it's gonna be children around and the whole 9, and you're gonna see her walk right up to him and grab his rod in front of everybody, and he got to play it off and fight her off. That's what we're about to watch.
I'm gonna see if I can. I want to try to download it.
Okay. Yeah, and that's what we're looking at, and the biggest problem I have is that Black people or people in general need to realize how predatorized Black women are to Black men, and how Black women feel that they can do whatever it is they want to a man and should not be held accountable for their actions. That's not, I guarantee you, that's not her first time doing it. She to know that that's a live camera, to know that this is a famous actor and still be comfortable to just grow. She probably walking around grabbing everybody ride. That's how I got to look at her. I have to look at it like that, because remember, when they talk about Diddy, what he did to Cassie, they bring up Kim Porter. They say he didn't just do it; he doing this to everybody. So if a Black man that gets found out to be abusive to women is doing it to everybody, this woman also has to be looked at the same way. Y'all want equal rights, right? Y'all want it to be fair. I'm pretty sure that this brother, Michael Rainey, did not expect to be chilling around children, chilling around his homies or the cat he was doing a live stream with and have his rod play with. You got it? All right.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to load two things. And if I'm not mistaken, you can tell me if I'm right. Her brother is a streamer, and he had to come out and make an excuse for what she did.
Right. That's
so
correct.
The first thing we're going to do is watch it, and then the next thing we're going to do is watch the brother make an excuse for what happened. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. You guys make your own decision.
Has worked a job, has more than $1 million.
What you have to do, for those who are not looking, if you don't understand, look in the back left. The brother right there with the glasses on, that's who we're talking about. Look at the girl who's half her face on the left is in the screen. You see her arms, she's messing with him, and you see his face. He's trying to stop her, and it started this way. Watch as she comes into the frame.
Everybody here has worked a job, has more than $1 million. Y'all never worked, y'all never did nothing.
Look at his face. He said, whoa. First thing she did was grab his dick.
Everybody here has
right
worked
there.
a job,
Boom.
has more than $1 million. Y'all never worked, y'all never did nothing.
That is.
Y'all literally have 5 minutes of max.
Look at him. He's
y'all gotta get out, okay?
5 minutes. You know how much 5 minutes is?
Okay.
And in front of kids. Those are
They've never worked
in front of 3 kids.
They never worked a job, but they can party with us.
Yo, anybody need water? Anybody need water?
No, we good, bro.
No, paper towels for them.
Paper towels.
Now you see him coming over because he must have seen what happened.
Chat, word of my mother, I'm trying to literally ignore this shit. But I'm getting texts, the energy shifted, and niggas just got up and left. Like, all that shit really made me, like, all those side of that shit really made me feel away. Because when people come, this is your crib. It's about hospitality. That means everything. Stop telling me to ignore it, because when I was trying to ignore it, y'all dick riders was spamming. That shit really got me really feeling away because, bro, I be around celebrities all day. You feel what I'm saying? Like, even when I first started being my first few celebrities, don't get me wrong, I do unusual shit. No homo, like nothing crazy. Like, I'll be like, yo, like, I be trying to record, get a video, a picture, whatever. But due time, you feel what I'm saying? That shit don't really mean nothing to you. We all equal, we all the same. But she never seen somebody that caliber, so she start, you feel what I'm saying? And that's my sister, so like, I'm not gonna say nothing bad about her. I'm gonna just check and tell her, like, you don't gotta be on it. We all the same, we all human. If he's here for me, he's here for you. Family Sunday dinner shit every Sunday. You feel what I'm saying? I got people telling me, you gotta be aware who you have around when these type of people come. Why should I? We all equal. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be, we all got a mutual agreement, and it's about respect. Shit got me dumb mad, bro. Like, I'm yo, shit, nothing ever got me more mad than this, bro.
This is a perfect example of a man raised without a father and this over respect for black women. He doesn't feel he can chastise her. He'd rather say something about the dude who was violated. Now, I don't know you like that, Cap, but I'm assuming if it was your house and you got your wives and you had brought me over there and you got your daughters, and if it was some woman, even if it was your niece, and maybe it was your sister, if she did that and you saw it, I believe you check her because I'm your guest. And there's no reason for this person to make me feel uncomfortable in your house. Am I wrong?
No, you are absolutely right. I'll go one step further. I would have known she was a hoe from the gate and wouldn't have brought her over.
Ooh, say it again.
I would have known she was a hoe from the gate and wouldn't have brought her over. He said on there, she never met somebody that caliber and just reacted. So you telling me, because you ain't meet somebody of that caliber, the first thing you do is let me grab his rod. Let me walk up to him, grab his rod, rub on it, playing with it, because I never met nobody like that? That's what he wants us to believe. The person that, now, if he knows that, and now he knows that she does stuff like this, because he said she never met nobody of this caliber. So of what other calibers, what did she do? He knows his sister. He knows it. He just didn't think that the brother with Michael Rainey would get offended. He thought Michael Rainey would accept it. I want to read what Michael Rainey said. This is a post that they just put on. I'm gonna share my screen real fast.
Mhm.
Hold on, let me present.
Put it over here and I'll throw it up.
Yep. I'm let me see. No, present.
And as you can see, I'll read this while you're looking for it. Somebody
Okay.
named DRXP Lord said he just came out with a statement saying that she's banned on streams. And the only reason that's happening is because the pressure from the public. Because
Right.
as you see, his first response wasn't to say she's banned on streams, because his
Which is
first
horrible.
response should have been A, to get her out of there, not say he was acting weird, and B, it should have been apologize to him and say she'll never, because I just don't understand why we forgive the shit that they do. And I hope we get deeper into it about, like you said, this is a pattern that has happened with a lot of black men and we ignore it. Go ahead. What you got on the screen?
I appreciate it. So what we're looking at on the screen right here, this is what Michael Rainey said. Michael Rainey Jr. is processed after being inappropriately touched without consent on a live stream. On Sunday, the 23rd, the 23-year-old Power Book 2 Ghost Star made a guest appearance on Twitch stream hosted by Ty James. At one point in the video, which has since circulated on social media, a woman can be seen entering the left side of the frame and reaching towards Rainey's groin area, which is blocked from the camera by a child standing in front of the actor. Now I'm going to read all this and come back. Rainey reacts with an uncomfortable expression and looks around the room before the woman leaves the frame. The actor left the stream shortly after the incident. Rainey released a statement about the situation via an Instagram story. At this point, everyone has seen the video circulating online. He said, I am still in shock and don't know how to fully process what happened last night. This is an unfortunate situation that I can't condone in any way. I can't take it lightly because I know I would be in serious trouble if the roles were reversed. The fact is, sexual assault is never okay, regardless of gender or status. The act to continue. We're all human and we should respect each other. Most importantly, we should always respect ourselves. That's what he said. And I think what he said,
Go ahead. No, finish up.
I was going to say, when he said, when they telling you that this happened in front of children, that's what makes it even more worse. This woman had no respect of herself, of the children, her brother, or Mike. Ooh. And she looked at Mike as a tool. She was hoping grabbing that rod, Mike would roll and say, ooh, I'd like to have sex with you because you grabbed my rod.
Yep.
Because I am a mule. It's almost like when we always talk about during slavery, like how black men was used that way, over-sexualized. And here it is, you have a black woman over-sexualizing a man that she's supposed to be looking at, or excuse me, that the brother brings over as his guest. Ty knows his sister's a whore, period. Nobody's going to convince me.
Read that for me, brother.
This is here's another video of Tommy, it looks like. Excuse me, another video of her, Tommy.
That's her.
Oh my God, no.
Look at how the brother is looking at her, and this is how it started, bro.
Why didn't he pull her off? Why didn't he say, hey, I was about to say, hey, bitch, why didn't he say, hey, get off of him? Like, why? Like, she's from, like, she big. She ain't no little girl. I ain't realized she was that big. You know, Mike ain't that big. Look at Mike. And Mike being a good brother, thinking this is a fan. I'm going to hug her. And she about to take him on that bed right there. Them niggas wasn't in there.
Yep.
Look, watch it.
Huge girl.
Oh my God, no. Don't let me I'm going
4,000 views. I'm doing anything for clout. I'm trying to go viral. Just trying to see.
Let me make you go viral. You got a banana?
Oh.
It wasn't me. That was her.
Get out! Back the fuck up.
Yo, she's not allowed back in here. Fuck! You hurt my sister. Why the fuck she embarrassed me like that? Everybody in here has worked with $1 million. Y'all never worked. Y'all never did nothing. Y'all literally have 5 minutes of max in here. Then y'all gotta get out, okay?
5 minutes. You know how
That
much
girl a
5
hoe.
minutes is?
Okay.
I mean, this girl is hot.
Yo, I can't be the only person who saw that. I can't. I cannot, bro. I can't.
Little bro in the back said, "Man, I can't be the only person who saw that."
Yeah.
And you got to remember. And here's the thing: like, I'm glad you said that about. We don't have feelings, and they want us to feel bad. Them white girls, when they with y'all, they just using y'all. What are y'all doing to us? Fuck what the white girl is doing. What are you doing when you have an opportunity to treat this man with respect because he treated you with respect?
Right.
He came in, like you said, he was being, let me be nice to the fans. I'm in these people's house. And you decided he can't say no to pussy. And that's why I've been telling y'all, black women's main line to black men when they want to emasculate you is saying you don't get no pussy. They'll say you don't get no pussy before they say you don't get no money.
Right.
Why would you say this? You're encouraging me to be a sex hound, that sex is the only thing that makes me a man. And I remember when I told a story about the 25-year-old girl who molested me when I was 10, and people literally said I was gay because I didn't like it. So I like where you were going. Violated by older black women, and no one talk about it.
No, nobody. And that's the biggest part is that the sexualization of black men has been since we've been in slavery. And you would think that we would learn a lesson from that. And what this example shows, and he said it himself, he's conscious enough to know that if the role was reversed and he would have, if he would have saw that sister, now she just happened to be ugly as shit. So, but imagine if he sees, so imagine if he sees this sister and fawns over her like she fawned over him. What and on the same everybody, like, I remember in that movie A Time to Kill when he was trying to get white people to understand why Samuel L. Jackson did what he did, and he says, "Close your eyes," right, and say, "Close your eyes," and said, "Imagine if she was white," and it helped them realize it. So now for black women, imagine if that was a black woman and that was a black man doing it to him. Maybe you can understand then, because for some reason, like you said, you told your story, what happened to you, and you was told you were gay because you didn't want sexual advances and to be molested as a 10-year-old. Like a 10-year-old, it's damn near like black men are only known for fucking. That's all we're good for. All we're good for, whip out your dick, put it in my vagina, pump me up and down, and then leave me afterwards. And then we'll tell you you ain't shit when you just give them what they asked for. As opposed to, she should have just sat there, met him, let the brother do the job, but she couldn't resist that demon. And I guarantee you she's done that before. If we was to dig in her past, we would find some young man that she's touched before or forced or fondled. In the black community, they do not want to talk about how black men are over-sexualized by women, pastors, and other men. We don't never want to have that conversation. I remember up here in the Bronx, that crazy guy, he go by that crazy guy Hassan Campbell. That guy Hassan. Now I know Hassan Campbell because when Hassan Campbell first came out with the story, I interviewed him. I took him. I did a lecture for him. This what he was saying. This before he went crazy. But I did a lecture for him, and I'm thinking, Tommy. And so Tommy, this is my whole point. It was him and the guy Ron Savage, and so they was like, this is going on in the black community. So I go and speak for the black community. Now, of course, Hassan Campbell is batshit crazy now.
But I'm not gonna let you talk bad about Big Papa Poopy Pants. I'm not gonna let you do it. I'm not gonna let you. This is you're not gonna talk bad about Poopy Pants. Now go ahead.
Because in the beginning, Hassan was like a sincere brother that you wanted to grab, and a lot of people stood behind him. It was myself, Star from the Stormbook. Oh, my bad, Paul. Oh, I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I said a lot of people supported him. I'm gonna remix it. I'm gonna remix it, Tommy. I'm gonna remix it. So a lot of people, a lot of people supported him. Myself, Star, the Sinetters, and everybody. But then, of course, over time, I think the social media, he reminds me of the Hit It Raw dude, where he didn't know how to really deal with it once he got the fame, and he's stone crazy now. But nobody will ever address the elephant in the room is that black men are over sexualized. So a lot of times when black men are groping, when they're trying to have sex with everything, it's because someone over sexualized them as a kid.
Thank you. Damn
And
it.
that's a conversation we don't want to have. It's always about the little girls, and of course, little girls get touched. I'm not taking that away, but people speak up for girls. Nobody speak up for boys.
Yes.
At all. They always get vilified. I remember when Eddie Long was caught with them little boys, they was vilifying the little boys. When the little boys is trusting the pastor, thinking this is this love that the pastor has, when we all know it's not. And all Eddie Long had to say was, I ain't throw one stone yet. And now he got all the support in the world. And I believe the boy either tried to kill himself or did. But he tried to do that to him because nobody wants to speak up for him. And here it is, you have a celebrity, Michael Rainey. And let's see what happens to this girl. Somebody said in my chat, Cap, if you would have kept talking after that, you said it would have flew right over my head. Okay, maybe I should have kept talking.
It was my fault because I fell out laughing. That was my bad. But when you
I'm glad because I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that.
You could have kept on going, but I couldn't stop laughing. I was trying not to laugh, but I think what made it more funny is how you didn't catch it because you were just
I was just
talking. You didn't mean it that way, and I'm childish.
I for sure didn't mean it that way.
So I gotta apologize to Hassan. I am childish. It wasn't his fault. I started laughing because I need to grow up. Now, that being said, you're 100% right about that idea of we stand up for a girl being violated. There have been several stories of men going to either whoop the person's ass or doing more than that when he finds out he did something to his daughter.
That's correct.
And many times we'll do that even when our daughter is 16 years old. So she willingly made that damn decision and we'll still do it.
That's right.
But we got little boys out here who are being violated by men and women. You got the boys and girls, the boys club. You see what they're doing to them boys in the boys club. We say nothing. The Catholic Church, do what they're doing to them boys. All these places where they doing this. Penn State was doing that to boys. And many of those boys were afraid to say something because one, if you say something, people going to look at you differently. We don't look at the little girl different when she's violated. But when the boy's done it, we say, he must be something about him gay or something. So then he's afraid to say something. And many of these boys, like you said, when women do it to them, they become over-sexualized because you done told this little boy that all he's good for is this thing. You done gave him this feeling, this emotion that he don't even know how to deal with at 10, 11, 12.
Right. That's real talk. And then how do you teach that man to be a man after that? If there's no healing, if there's no conversation, how do you teach him that what happened to him was not his fault and he got to grow up thinking that it was his fault? That's why a lot of them be homosexual. That's why a lot of them over-sexualize themselves and they become predators themselves. That's why a lot of them, men are violent. And when you touch him, you touch a young man and watch his reaction. And when his reaction is like you fully about to attack him or something like that, that's a man that if you dig into his history, he's been touched too and nobody said nothing. And that's what would have happened to Michael Rainey. If that's not on video, who knows what happens with that? This is don't get back. They get them female teachers. Oh, they getting busy on them boys. I saw the comment. Like that's a true fact. We see that all the time. These female teachers are touching these boys, sexualizing these boys, I saw one thing from Houston. Some old teacher was sending twerk videos. She was at the school. She doing twerk videos on school premises. What type of demon is that on her? Was she doing twerk videos on the premises? The girl that just had here, I'll give you one they don't like. What's that NBA player that just had the baby by that old girl?
Drea.
Yeah, Drea's another one.
And a dude named Jalen Green. She's twice his age.
Twice his age. Now flip that. Let that be a 40, 50-something-year-old celebrity with a young tender.
Get a 21-year-old pregnant.
Yeah, like Marquise Houston. They gave Marquise Houston hell.
And he married the bitch at least.
Yeah, he married her. Drea's already out there homing. She back to homing already. She done had the baby.
She back in the street talking about some. She got her baby, her pre-baby body back.
Yeah, pre-baby. You know what that means? She looking for the next one.
She looking for the next. Ooh.
Because remember, she got babies by everybody, don't she?
Yeah, she got a few of them.
She got a whole. You might call her. She an NBA coach. She's a sports coach right now.
But if you sit back and you think about it, just on his face, and I know a lot of people say, well, if she looked good, because if it had been in one of them nice titties, he wouldn't have had a problem. Well, I looked at that picture he showed when he made that statement. He looked like he probably has been violated before at a younger age. Look at how he was dressed. Mm-hmm. And if you notice, a lot of these gay men, when you ask them about their youth, I know they try to claim that they chose to be gay.
Right.
But why is it damn near all their story is they were violated?
Mm-hmm.
If it's not, if it's just you were born that way, why does it seem to start with a violation though?
Some type of violation, a story or something. I remember that basketball player for the Nets that came out gay, tried to say he was born gay. And the story he gave, I knew I was gay because when I went up to the cabin with my uncle, that's who made him gay. His uncle. Like, we gotta have, like, these are real conversations. Like, there's a lot of black men that don't get spoken for, don't get a voice, told you a man, toughen up. Oh, you liked it. Come here, suck on these titties. You know you want to suck on these titties. Like, why do you think a kid wants to suck on titties?
All I want to do was watch Transformers. I had no idea what this woman was doing to me. I had no want. I wasn't thinking of that. And even when I was thinking about having a little girlfriend in school, I was just thinking about holding the bitch hand on the playground. That was your girlfriend. Give it your
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. That's the extent of it. Maybe hunch.
I ain't heard that word in a while.
In the South, that's what we call they get up.
Yeah, I heard it growing up too. You want to hunch?
That was it. You tell your friend, that's my girlfriend. You know, we hunched over there.
But even like the hunching plays a part in there too a little bit. Like the hunching is like, because I don't know, like the black.
Where we learn it from?
That's what I was going to get
into.
Many of us
walked in. I know I did. Many of us walk in on some damn nasty ass adults fucking.
Right. And they're not being responsible. That's what I was going to get into, like the over sexualization of us. And that leads to what we like today. When we think about, listen, I was watching, on Instagram, I follow different media platforms like Shade Room and stuff like that. So they've been showing like the Glorilla and what's the other big girl? What's the big girl name? Megan Thee Stallion. So they had some tour. And they showed Ice Spice music. Every last one of them, all they doing is shaking ass.
Yep.
That's it. They not doing nothing else. There was one, they was showing Megan Thee Stallion perform her song. Nobody know the words to the song. Nobody. Nobody's quoting the song. At least Nicki Minaj, they know the words. Megan Thee Stallion, they don't know the words. They not singing the song. So what does she have to do every now and again? Bend her ass over. And then they get mad when she gets mad when people just want her for sex, when they don't want to have a relationship, when that's what you're presenting. Like, black people are just, all we are right now from a social media perspective, all we are is about sex. That's all it's about. And that's the biggest problem, because then you push it on the children, because we don't hide this shit from kids. Like, we don't shield kids from seeing this. I saw this.
She didn't think that these kids needed to not see it. She was right in front of 3 kids in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
And she did not even consider the kids. I'm telling you, I'll tell you a story. It's a quick one. I used to date this girl. Everybody know the girl was a bodybuilder. I liked she was a little short, not kind of gymnastics. So she's short, looked like Simone Biles. She was shaped like that.
Right.
So anyway, she had a little son. He was like 4 years old, 4 or 5. She invited me over her house late night one night, and I came in. You know, it was one of them things. I came in and hit it. We in the living room, and I was like, you know, everything be all right. No. He's asleep. He knocked out. He in his room. We'll hear him even if he come out. So I'm behind. I'm just doing what I do. And I heard, "Mommy." I looked up. I see this boy's eyes looking at mine, and he's watching me behind his mama, ass naked. Let me give you what her words was. "Kyrie, go in the room." He's crying. She tells him to go in the room and then tells me to keep going as he's in there crying. I said, "Go check on that boy."
She told you to keep
She told me
going.
to keep going. She yelled at him and told him to go in the room.
She told you to keep going. Because she don't care.
That he ain't going to come out no more after you done told me he wasn't going to come out. And I said, "Go in there." And after she went in there to go check on him, I put on my clothes. When I came back out, she said, "Why you got your clothes on?" I said, "I don't feel right. That boy is traumatized.
Right.
I got to go." I didn't want the little boy even looking at me no more.
Yeah. You imagine now when you go finish the job, every time you look up, all you see is a little boy because he was looking at you.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna see. That is insane. And that's what I'm mean. Like all we know is sex. There was this female rapper, Sukiyana. I can't stand her, but she made an excellent point. She said, she made a point to say that I don't make my music for children or teenagers. I make my music for adults. So at some point, adults are going to have to take the responsibility for what they're letting their kids hear. I'm surmising it. And she's not wrong. Like, I don't agree with none of her music, but we are supposed to control what our children are listening to and are exposed to. And that
that's why they
example,
take it out of our hands. That's why I didn't like that teacher, the male teacher who trying to be too cool. Because what they yeah, that's what he'll sit up there and let them listen to it. That's why he said, "Oh, I let them, use their phones when they do things like this. I let them have access." You might tell them no, but they'll go around other kids. If you could put them in a bottle, if you could put them in a bubble, then it would work. But because they interact with other kids and other parents, you can do your best. That's what scared me about raising my daughter. She knew shit that I knew she shouldn't have known, but I knew where she got it from. She go to school. Your parent don't give a shit. Now my kid feels this pressure of, why don't you know the new Nicki Minaj song? Here you go. Right. And that's the shit that we don't have community anymore, because community used to work. Because even Sukihana has a video where she was twerking on a 10-year-old.
You said on a 10-year-old.
Yeah, there's another video about some 10-year-old rapper. I don't know if I have it, but there was a 10-year-old rapper.
Remember that you remember that shit when some little famous kid had graduated or something, or they was at some type of party, and he run up on his mama because his mama twerking on some guy at the party. Remember that?
He had to fight his mama to stop, and she pushed him off,
and she
and
pushed
kept
him
doing
off so she can keep doing it.
Tell you here. First off, what woman would take a picture like this with a 10? He was 9 at the time on the picture. He just turned 10. That's what you see on the right. His name is Young RT. They gave him lap dance for his birthday.
How they not in jail?
Thank you. Why would 2 men be? Imagine there was 2 men up there with some Speedos on, standing with a little girl.
Imagine with the middle. Look at that picture. They got their ass up, middle finger up in the middle of him, and then they twerking on him. Now reverse that. Put a little girl there and 2 niggas there with their middle finger up. And how would y'all feel? This is what we do to black men that nobody wants to talk. Now, when he grows up fucked up, when he grows up beating women, mistreating women, you know why? Because he has no respect of women since he was a kid because they violated him.
Yes.
He's going to remember all of this.
Nigga going crazy.
10-year-old boy.
That's rape.
10. What type of, and y'all want to tell me, and I get it, and other people want to call them queens. This isn't a one-off. These women had no problem having their face shown with this boy. It wasn't even like it was something they tried to do in secret and pretend they didn't do it. They had no problem letting the whole world know we trying to turn this little boy out.
Yeah.
It's normal for a little black boy to be turned out. It's normal. They want us at a young age to be slaves to vagina.
Yeah.
You didn't hear me.
Wow, that's
That's
real
it.
talk. That's real talk.
So when they get to tell us stuff like they tell us, if you're not a slave to a vagina, you can concentrate on community building.
That's right.
You slave to a vagina, you only concentrate on getting that. And you'll do what it takes. It's a lot of men in jail now. You like, why this nigga was stealing? Why was he doing this? He literally was trying to get the clout to get the girl.
That's it. That's why they selling drugs, because you got to have money. You got to have all of that. So you can get these hoes. As Corey Hogan would say, I'm trying to F these hoes. And that's the sad state that we're in. Like them videos, if we was to just start lining up videos where boys and black men are over sexualized, young and old, it would be insane. It would be like, wow, I never thought about it like that. Because all we care about is what's happening to black women, but you're not thinking about what's happening. Like I brought this out with R. Kelly. R. Kelly started out being molested by what? 2 women.
Yep.
When you get your innocency taken away from you, you don't have nothing to guide you morally anymore. When you think about doing something to somebody because your innocency was taken, you don't care. Why should you? Because you'll say, nobody cared for me. Let me piss on her. Nobody cared for me. Let me shit on her. Nobody cared for me. Let me beat her. Nobody cared for me. Let me do this. Now, it's not, and what I'm saying is not about justifying their evil action. But if we don't understand the problem to stop it from happening to the next young black kid, there'll be another R. Kelly. There'll be another Diddy. There'll be another, every last one of these black men that we, for some reason, act like this doesn't happen. So we don't want to search out the problem, because you know what you might have to do? You might have to check the black woman and sit her down somewhere.
Thank you.
They're horrible. Listen, y'all don't want to hear this.
By themselves, single mothers.
Yeah.
We're calling this out. We want y'all to understand. We think that under the guidance of a man, you tell me if I'm wrong, y'all great. But I believe that the government knows that too. That's why they push y'all to be single moms.
And that's why I tell you, the government pushes black women to be a single mother, because as a single mother, she is not a threat. A single black mother, a single black mother, or a high-powered economic black woman is not a threat in America. But like Tommy just said, you put that black woman under the authority of a man, and authority of a man sounds so strange to black women, or submissive, because you never felt that you had to be under any authority. So you look at it like you're going to be in a prison. But if you take any woman that's under the authority of a man, guide, and instructor, she'll tell you she's never been more free. Because it's not about putting you in a prison. It's about setting boundaries so you know where to go, where not to go. Make sure the kids is asleep. Make sure the kids is put away. Make sure they don't see this. Don't wear this. Don't buy this. You don't need this right now. Don't talk this way at the job. Don't do this. Like, one of my ribs works in corporate America, man. I talk to her all the time, and she'll say, okay, well, they talking about this position for this, because she works in real estate. So they talk about this position in this real estate property. How do you think I should deal with it? Now, this girl is a college graduate. She's assistant manager for a real estate property, but yet she does not think that she doesn't need my advice, because she knows I'm gonna see and hear what she doesn't see and hear, even though I'm not there. She take that advice, and now she just go and run with it and just be. Now she's Superwoman. Without a man, you are not Superwoman. You're just a woman. You want to be Superwoman, you get your man and be under authority, because then you can be a single mother. And a single mother is gonna let herself get hit from the back while the kid comes and make it like it's the kid's fault. Any real mother in that scenario would say, "Hey, we can't do this no more because my son just saw it,"
Thank
and would
you.
go in the room and console the son and say, "Son, I'm sorry. I should have had the door locked. I apologize." I mean, it's a rough conversation either way, but you got to have some type of conversation. You can't just brush him off so you can go get your nut off. Your nut is so even the nut is more important than the child. Like, how selfish do we be to black children? And how insensitive do we be to black men where that brother Michael Rainey can get molested on stage? That's molestation. He got molested, assaulted. They call it essayed, was sexually assaulted live on the internet. Live on the internet. And nobody did nothing.
No.
I want to look up, did the girl get arrested? I hope
had it been a male, he'd be arrested. They would be saying we have it right here on tape, and it would at least be an investigation.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing here because it's a man. The world doesn't care about men, and none of y'all care about black men. I'm sick and tired of people sitting around talking about the black woman is the most violated. No, the black child is. No one gives a shit about black children. The only time that they get a voice is when they get grown. That's why most kids can't wait to get grown so they can have a fucking voice, because they know as their children, no one's there to protect them. There's no one standing up for black children. Whenever you hear a black woman say we're the most unprotected, that lets you know this bitch don't care about her kids. Who says this? Your child is the most unprotected. Don't give a damn about what you say you're going through. What about what you're putting your kids through? Like what I had to tell Miss got a OnlyFans with 10 kids. What is his name? FBG Duck Mama.
Okay.
What the hell?
She got an OnlyFans.
10 children, 5 of them died, and 4 of them died horribly. And you still out here trying to live your best life at 50-something.
She got an OnlyFans. That's crazy.
Yes, you ain't trying to start nothing to stop violence. How is there not an FBG Duck Stop the Violence foundation?
Right. Real talk.
And that's what I'm saying. White people, white women, they damn son or daughter die in a violent way. They got a new damn law about it. They got a new damn thing out there where they're going talking to kids. These black chicks kids just be dying all over the place. And what do? Nothing. They living their best life. Mm-hmm. I got a problem with that. And I know y'all might not like the way I talk. I'm a sellout and a coon, but I had somebody tell it better than I do. They said, even if you don't like everything that Tommy says, if you listen to what he's saying, it sounds like he wants blacks to do better, because he surely isn't asking you to do worse.
Right.
And when I thought about it, I said, damn, he said, I've never condoned you doing bad shit. If I really wanted to see bad shit happen to you, why wouldn't I condone bad shit? I condone you wearing your natural hair, not looking like somebody else. Yet you look at me as a sellout. I condone you not walking around and showing your ass on every picture and being sexualized. You look at me and say, that makes me a sellout. I condone you not twerking every damn place you go. I condone you not fighting. I condone all these things. Mm-hmm. You can't say Tommy is out here saying do bad shit. So what is your issue with me? What is your issue with me other than I'm a man and I'm strong enough to stand up and say what your daddy wasn't there to say, what your uncle didn't say, what the nigga you got kids with won't say.
There was a brother in the chat that said they gonna think y'all. Let me read it. And he's a friend to the show. He said they gonna say y'all hate women for this, and he's not wrong when he makes that statement, and I know why he says it, because for since we've been in America, the black woman. I remember there's this black woman named Shahrazad Ali, and she said one time that the black woman has never been under the command of the black man to even want to be liberated from. When has he ever been allowed to rule over his woman? And that's true. Because as we was going through the precipice of being in charge and marrying and doing all that stuff, that feminist movement came and y'all chose the government, the white woman, and the feminist movement instead of your man. And so anytime we talk about correction, it's gonna always sound like y'all hate black women, even though we're with black women. You can't hate black women and be with them. You know who hate black women? Homosexuals hate black women. Homosexuals absolutely hate black women core, to the core of their soul. They hate you, black woman. You gonna think because that homosexual laughs with you, talks with you, might cry with you, and all that. You're gonna think he like you. Your girlfriends that you know don't like you laugh with you, cry with you, and talk with you. So why you think the homosexual is any different? Because he's trying to be a woman. How could a man that's trying to be you ever love you? He's looking at you with envy all day. Like, which leads into the Saucy story. Like, you told me Saucy got a BBL. You know why Saucy got a BBL? Because he hates black women for having a natural one. Because a black woman has an ass, he gets the BBL because that's his direct competition.
And he gets to be able to get a BBL because so many black women have one. So, and again, when you over sexualize men and tell them getting ass is the most important thing, any ass will do. Think about it. If you walk around and you only show your ass, your face doesn't matter
at all.
Black women have made gay men and trans men, whatever you want to call them, feel very safe and secure around them. Because as I showed you that WNBA girl, so you're going to have man tats and talk like a man, but have a long weave. You talk about confusing the penis. So then you got this man who's a real man. And all he got to do is throw on the same lace front that you have on. Because he now has the same tattoos as you got. You got the BBL, he gets the BBL. If everything on you is fake, he looks fake. If you got on 99-inch fake nails, he does the same thing. He can, if you got on matted on makeup, black women have taken so much from gay men that gay men now look like them.
Yeah, they created that. When you go on Instagram, what's the first picture? They don't even put their face. They put their face. Listen, they put their body where their ass is facing the camera, and their head is up like this.
Yep.
They might turn their head like this, but either way, the ass is the focal point. And then they get BBL. So you know what the gay man said, because he's more strategic than the black woman could ever be. The gay man said, okay, ass is the way. I'm gonna get a BBL. I'm gonna get eyelashes. I'm gonna get a weave. I'm gonna do all these things so that and I'm gonna be sassy like her, and then get cool with her, and then that's how I'm gonna infiltrate. If black women didn't support gays, it wouldn't even be no gays.
No, it wouldn't be no. You can't. All these women in Atlanta talking about. So you got to worry about these men in Atlanta. They be on the down low. Do you understand that these gay men are starting to be better women to black men than you are?
That's
that
sad.
You're. And then let me put it this way: you putting kids on niggas that don't deserve kids and didn't want kids from you, but yet you're doing it. Yet the gay man doesn't. You're telling the whole world that ass is important. Then you turn around and use the word like bussy. Bussy means that's a substitute for what?
Bussy.
Why would you turn around and call something like that? That's not what that is. Why would you even refer to it that way? It just ain't no damn substitute. What is bussy? Tofu pussy? Well, it becomes whatever you want. And then your best friend be the same nigga that you set up and call me sassy and gay. Your best friend who do your hair, who you go to the club with, who you allow to call you bitch and girl. And then nobody's ever pro-black woman than these gay men. You know how many of these, what do you call it? These spaces I've been on YouTube. It's always some gay man attacking me saying, I don't like myself. How dare you not like the black woman? And I asked those black women, I said, hold on a minute. He just questioned if I didn't like you. I said, let me tell you what I can do, even if I'm dating a white woman. By y'all's logic, I can fuck that white woman and make a black child. That gay man, I said, but I don't take any men from you. I just went to the white woman. I said, let me tell you what the gay man does. The gay man can't make any more black children. and then he brings another black man into his degeneracy, so that one can't either.
Mm.
Who do you think hates you? It ain't me. He literally is talking shit about me as he fucks your man.
Right. That's
Who's the worst? Who's the worst coon? Me for fucking a white woman, or him for fucking your black man?
Yeah, because ain't no coming back from that. You listen, you go that route. Ain't no listen, man. I know the Lord say all sins will be forgiven, but a homosexual is hard. Like even the Lord say that's hard to come back from. It says that even in the Bible. Like that's the one sin, a homosexual man, it's hard to come back from that because you don't let a
Literally.
man. Yeah, literally, like good Lord, like and like women. I mean, I just never. Every woman I know that is okay. Well, I don't know a lot of them no more because I kind of separate myself from it. But every woman that I used to know or in past that are cool with being around a homosexual man, I look at them weird. That's a weird. Like they scare me because I wonder how much over sexualization they've been through where they're comfortable with this man that you know is mentally retarded, excuse me, mentally challenged one, and is trying to do like what you said, have sex with her man. And then when he has sex with your man, and that's the other thing for you brothers that will let that not only let your girlfriend or woman or wife, whatever you call her, have homosexual friends, but then you hang around the homosexual friend too.
I think you want him.
You definitely want him.
Yep.
They ain't no such thing as listen, I'm comfortable as hell in my own skin. And I'm comfortable enough to know that this homosexual does not need to be around me. That's how comfortable I am in my skin.
Enough to know you can't come to my.
Yeah, you can't come to my house. Ain't no homosexual. Everybody know. I'm that comfortable. That's how comfortable I am. Ain't no homosexual coming into my house ever. Ain't no woman of mine being friends with a homosexual in my life ever. And it's no different than if it's a drug dealer. I don't want my girlfriend, or I'm not hanging with I'm not hanging with a thief. I ain't hanging with this murderer. I ain't hanging with anything counterproductive. And there ain't nothing more counterproductive than a homosexual. You can't even be pro-black. And then the thing about homosexuals, they don't want other homosexuals. You know what they want, right?
Whoa.
This go right back to what we talked about earlier. Homosexuals don't want homosexuals. Homosexuals want a straight man to turn them homosexual. Homosexuals are predators. Homosexuals are straight up and down predators. They go into the club to get the straight man to point this one out to see if he looks sweet enough or he might bend over enough or if this BBL might look good enough. I remember you got transgenders that will say they don't tell the straight man that they're transgender until they get them to fall in love with him or like him or something like that. Then they tell
Yep. And then they do the same thing that those people who are predators over children. What happens is he got you in the house. Mm-hmm. He take his pants off. He got a penis. Well, if you don't go through it and say, fuck that, I'm out. You know what he then does? Goes to social media and tell everybody on social media, you did it anyway. Because they already saw you with him. And now and then they wonder why some of these brothers just go buck wild and delete them.
Yeah.
Because you done played with that man like
Real
that.
Talk.
And it should be called, and I'm going to throw this out there, it should be called a sexual assault. If a
exactly
transgender does not tell because there's been plenty of them that have done it to these dudes where I think I did one story about one of them where the girl, the man used to get a dude head all the time. Mm-hmm. And then finally revealed that it was a dude and he took his life. And everybody was saying how messed up it is. Hold on, if I did that to a woman, if I just sit around and she was sleeping, I just kept eating her pussy and then woke up one day and told her, you know, while you were asleep, I was eating your pussy. She could get me for sexual assault right then.
Right.
If I told her I got the condom on and I slipped it off and went inside of her, and then afterwards said, you know what? I took the condom off. You know what they call that? That's a sexual assault.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they
Listen, man.
encourage the gay man to be, they encourage the gay man, because that's all it is a gay man. They
Right.
encourage him to be so reckless that they've now allowed them to go and change their birth certificate so you won't even know this used to be a man.
Yeah. That's why you damn near gonna be looking for single mothers only. You're gonna be wanting a woman with kids, because that's the only way you're gonna know. You're gonna feel comfortable now. Hey, you got kids? You ain't got no kids.
I'm gonna need to see the stretch marks. I'm
Yeah,
gonna need
yeah,
to
word
see
is
the
bond.
stretch marks.
Let me see them stretch marks. We're gonna need some type of research to know. And that's sad. And again, like, you black women don't want to accept that y'all are the greatest proponents for gay people. So much so, you're the woman that they emulate. They don't
Yep.
emulate white women. They don't emulate Chinese women. They emulate the black woman, because the black woman invited them in. And you know how she did it? Here's another way that she did it. When she kicks that man out the house, she accepts the homosexual as a male presence.
Yep.
Let that sizzle in your spirit. Like, when I say accept them, because they'll, first of all, when she kicked the man out the house, what is the first thing she tell a little boy? You're the man of the house. How is a 10-year-old, 8-year-old, 11-year-old prepared to be a man in the house? A man in the house protects the house, provides for the house, leads the house, guides the house. A kid can't do that. So then the gay man come around. Hey, can you talk to little Johnny for me? Johnny just been cutting up in school and ain't doing this, and his father, we on the outside, whatever she say about him. And now you let the gay man come around your boy. And now you think the gay man just gonna talk to him about being a man. No, the gay man gonna introduce him to that life. Because gay men are predators.
Got one for you to read on the screen.
Says homosexuals use black women like black women use token white girls in the club. They know she can draw more men. God damn.
The gay man uses them black women when they go to the club with them. They know they're gonna bring men around them.
Mm-hmm. If I go around a group of people, period, and they got somebody gay with them, I'm straight. I don't even go around. I'm straight. I'll be like, I'm good.
People looked at me like I was crazy. I said, it's probably some people who are in my life that are gay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know they're gay though.
Right.
Because maybe they respect me enough to not bring that gay shit around me. Whatever it is they do, I don't know no flamers. There's never been a flamer in my house.
Right.
There's never been a nigga in a dress in my house. I've never had a nigga in a dress in my car. I've never had a man who said he liked men. And again, y'all can do what y'all want to do. I'm just telling you, that's why I like how you said, I'm secure in myself to know I don't need you around.
Word is bond. That's how secure I am. Because, secure is protection.
I'll tell you, I'm going to steal that. I'm so secure, I know you can't come.
Where? You can't come. Not for my security, not for my sanity, because you're going to say the wrong thing, I'm going to go off. You're going to move the wrong way, I'm going to go off. I don't even know what conversation I can have with a man like that in my home or in an environment. Like, let's say, like, I've had conversations like on social media where that could be the subject, so then they have to bring gays and stuff like that, because we're having a conversation as to how that's not productive. That's not what I'm talking about, because that's just doing a job. And unfortunately, in 2024, you have to have those conversations with them to make your position stand. But when we're outside of that and I'm in my normal environment, I'm not around no gays at all. I'm sorry.
And let me tell you how respectful I am. This type of nigga I am. Let's say you lived across the street from me. Let me go and see what my man Cap doing. I ring the doorbell, one of your wives answers the door. Cap here? Nah, he ain't here. All right, then. I ain't gonna add, he'll be back in 5 minutes. Well, I'll come back in 5 minutes.
Right.
I am not sitting in there because I don't need to, because let me tell you what'll happen. I might tell a couple jokes. Your wife might walk upstairs, and I'm still a man, and I'm just got a fat ass. I'm gonna tell a couple more jokes. You might have had a little argument with her. She might have seen I might have my gray shorts on with dick out. I don't believe in that kind of disrespect because it's stupid. I would say the same way with gay men. what the fuck is me and this nigga sitting here talking about? Because as we sit here and talk and we drink some frog, whatever the fuck that nasty shit is, LaFrog, that shit tastes like a tire. Do not buy this shit.
Hey, he liked that Remy though. Listen, he didn't like the LaFrog. He did like the Remy though. He did like the Remy.
And I don't like that shit. Boycott it. If you see it in the store, knock it over. Boycott that shit. That shit is horrible. Gay men made it. Gay men made it.
No, hell no, hell no.
That drink was made by homosexuals. I'm gonna ruin their name. They got to sue me. That drink is gay. Anyway, I sit there. But I believe, what are me and this man sitting there talking about? Because if he's like most men, which he is a man, you know what he gonna try? Me. Because if you sitting around with a woman, whether it's your friend or not, what do? You're gonna try. You're gonna throw a couple of things out there, see where it's gonna go.
Right.
And I don't believe in doing that. I'm like how Jesus said, you don't tempt the Lord thy God. There's no reason.
Right.
Why you want to see how strong you are. That's why I like when you say, I'm secure enough to know this ain't happening.
That's how secure I am. And what you said, even like that's even you not coming in my house, that's a level of brotherhood that people don't even fathom. Like, why invite it when it's not necessary? So why invite this gay dude around me? Like, what am I proving here? What
medal you won by? Woo, I didn't let him suck my dick today. Hours without getting my dick sucked. Whoa! They called my homeboy. Hey, nigga, I was sitting around this man for 10 hours. He didn't suck my dick at all. He kept trying. I was blocked him all day, boy. What
and
the
you
fuck?
know, like, and here's what men that do this don't even realize. When you let that gay man be around you, you keep laughing at his jokes. Nigga gonna buy you a drink. Listen, you keep laughing at his jokes. He gonna buy you a drink. He gonna buy you something. He gonna be nice. Everything a gay man says to you in that environment, just like a man trying to entice a woman.
Yes.
Everything that gay nigga is doing is to entice you. Oh, let you be interested in the woman. She start kikiing at your jokes and shit. Oh, okay. I got a way up in this door. You gonna start telling more jokes and she keep. Then now you be around that little gay nigga, and that gay nigga tell you a joke, and you because you think you one of the fellas, and he gonna look at you like, oh, he laughing. He gonna tell some more jokes.
Your boy said he courting you.
Yeah.
That nigga been back to the 1800s.
That's what he doing. He courting. That's all courtship. Like, remember in life, he said they ain't gonna get you tonight. They take the fun out the courtship. That's what he doing. That's what he said. Remember in life when he said, don't worry, ain't nobody gonna bother y'all tonight. That's gonna take care of the courtship. That's what they doing. So like
he over there pitching woo. He pitching woo.
Right, pitching woo. Pitching woo on the job. Well, I tell you about pitching that woo.
I ain't doing that.
Yeah, he said, so you ain't got no problem adjusting. That all of that. He engaging in that conversation. No, I ain't gonna have that. I ain't gonna have no problem. He like, your hands nice and supple. Like a lady.
Irvin said he's slow roasting your ass. That's what he doing. He making short ribs. He gonna make it nice and tender.
Real talk. That's exactly what's happening when you allow that. Like, man, there's no point to a gay man in any community. I'm sorry. And for you gay men, that don't mean you gotta have sex with a woman. If you're not attracted to a woman, then fine. But gay, you shouldn't live that lifestyle. You should fight. Become a eunuch or something. Like, cut your rod off. Don't even use it. Become a eunuch.
And I'm gonna end my part on that with this. Somebody in your comment section pointed out how I say this. I compare them to vampires. You notice vampires can't have their own children. They can't fuck another vampire and have children. Right. How do vampires make more of them? They have to bite one and infect someone to get them to be one. Isn't that how gays increase their population? They have to infect you. They have to turn you. That's why they're constantly trying to go after people who aren't gay. Same as vampires. Don't try to bite other vampires. They try to turn you.
No, that's real talk. I remember I was at this barbershop and the gay guy standing outside talking about, yeah, we about to go to the club. I'm going to get these straight men. I don't want no real man. I want to turn them out. That's the goal. That's why I said gay men are predators. They're the worst predators on the planet because of who they're predatorizing. We're all predators. Like, I'm a predator. Like, men are predators. Women are the prey. That's the natural way, the nature of, or the way the Lord made it. When they start predatorizing men, he did not make that. He did not create that at all. And that's sexual assault. Just to bring it back to Michael Rainey, that is absolute sexual assault that he went through, and nobody's gonna care. To watch this story gonna go away in a couple of days. Mark my words, Tommy. This story gonna go away.
And as you said about Saucy too, how was he able to tell black women?
Oh yeah.
How was he able to do that? Like you said, he's trying to take them in and all this stuff. What do you think went through this Negro's mind who has a BBL to tell black women they're too masculine? I look at this two ways, but I want to know what you thought of that.
What I thought about it is that black women make gays comfortable enough to be one of the girls. So that's how he's responding, like one of the girls. And so he thinks he can flip a switch and be the manly side, and he's giving them advice on how to be a woman. That's what I believe. I believe they created such a comfortable environment to where now I'm one of the girls. So as one of the girls, let me tell you, stop being a man. I'm a man. I know what it's like to be a man. So stop being a man. But the weird thing is, how could he be the one to tell you that? And the fucked up part is they'll listen to him before they'll listen to you and I. He'll get out there. Listen, Tommy, Saucy will get out there and say, and he'll say it like this: you bitches gotta, I'm gonna say it just how he would say it. You bitches gotta stop acting like men. You too masculine. You need to sit down and you need to be feminine. That's what's wrong with you bitches. That's what he'll say. Tommy will get out there and say, you black bitches gotta be more feminine. Y'all acting too manly, y'all too rough. Stop trying to talk like me, stop trying to act like me. You as a man is a threat because that might be, I gotta submit to you. The gay man is not the threat because I don't have to submit to a gay man because he don't want me. So I could listen to that advice because, again, he's one of the girls. A gay man can call a woman anything and they laugh it off and accept it.
Yes.
A straight man
can call each other bitch.
Yeah.
Call each other bitch. And I'm glad you said that because that's how I felt. That's exactly what I was saying. I said, he done got so comfortable. And this is what is this fucks with my head. Because what he's saying is right. But like we keep saying, look who's saying it. And that's the dichotomy of the whole thing. Like it's almost like you send the wrong messenger to say the right thing. So maybe they actually won't listen because they can always say he's the wrong messenger. Because when I saw it online, I saw so many black women going in on him. But the thought behind it should be, well, who better to tell you about to not drink alcohol than the alcoholic? Yeah, you can say, but you drink alcohol all day. But look at the life it's making him live. So this man who has effeminized himself, he probably done been with enough men and heard these men say they'll give his gay ass a shot because he's more of a female than the females he sees. And that's something in him might be the God in him that's still left, a little nanos, the nano size piece of God that's left in him that's making him feel like this is wrong. Like him seeing that he shouldn't have a shot at any other men that he's getting. And if he knows that he is, something in him might just be telling him, let me give them this advice. Like how in the Bible where, I can't remember who it was, but he said, well, shit, let me go back and tell. First he said, dip your finger in the water, put it on my tongue, cool me out. Then he said, I can't do it. It's a great gulf in between us. Right. He said, well, can I come back and tell my brothers so they don't come down here? And he had to be told, No, they have the same chance you did.
Yeah. He actually
They
said
listen,
they
won't
have
listen.
the prophets.
Yeah.
They have the people to listen to. And that's the thing. A gay man can't tell you. You have men that can tell you.
Yes.
And women got to learn. You got to listen to men. A gay man can never save a community, man. He's anti-community. That does not procreate. That disintegrates. It does not. And with that said, man, we appreciate y'all rocking with us out, man, for the TNT rundown. I think we hit every subject that we wanted to hit. I told you, black women, y'all was going to be mad, but y'all going to have to drink this drink. This is the LaFrog, so it might taste like train smoke. It might, to y'all, it tastes wonderful to me. But if you can just drink it and digest it and just reverse your psychology, you know, black women, y'all are changed. Like, this ain't out of love. This is love. And sometimes love is tough. That's why they call it tough. So, Tommy, I didn't know if you wanted to say something in closing or not as we wrap this up.
But y'all make sure y'all see the brothers up here. Y'all see the Cash App. Make sure y'all hit them. Y'all, if y'all watching Cap, make sure y'all subscribe over there to his YouTube at Captain Tazariak Podcast. And I always leave you with a song.
Mm-hmm. And then before you play the song, I just wanted to say, look forward to us. We should have another in-person meeting next week because I'll be in Atlanta next Monday to Thursday. Not sure. I land like 8:30 Monday morning. I have nothing planned on Monday. Tuesday, I got something. I have nothing planned on Wednesday. So either Monday or Wednesday, we could work that out. So I'll be in Atlanta next week. So look forward to another show. We're going to get this badass song by my boy Tommy.
All right, now since we were talking about these women, we're talking about what it is that women can do to men. A long time ago, I decided, since I'm a wild fella, there was a club song that I wanted to do. So I did a club song. I also had to make it funny. It was funny to me, but a lot of women don't find this song funny because of what I'm talking about. Here's my song, Hit 'Em With a Bottle.
Wait, don't play it yet. Don't play it yet. How did this say the name of the song is Hit 'Em With a Bottle?
Yeah, they call it hit a bitch with a bottle. Hit this bitch with this bottle.
All right, you got it. I'm listening now. I'm listening.
Here we go.
I want everybody in the club right now. Everybody, just to stand your ass up. Stand up, nigga. This gonna be the new millennium anthem. The new millennium anthem. You got a bottle of Mo? You got a bottle of Chris? Come on. Hit a nigga with that shit. Yeah. And she off in the club and she acting like a model. What the fuck you gon' do? Hit that bitch with a bottle. If a nigga flexing hard in the club showing dollars, what the fuck you gon' do? Hit that bitch with a bottle. If you still spitting game and she don't wanna holler, what the fuck you gon' do? Hit that bitch with a bottle. If she down on her knees acting like she don't swallow, what the fuck you gon' do? Hit that fucking bitch with a bottle. Show me love in the club, it's on. I'm the king of the South, you can't take my throne. Don't be hating on me, dog, cause your girl chose me. That's how it be when you're dealing with a G. You sure they wanna ride with me? We can get low in the front of the photo, straight blowing drove with that brother from the VI. Double L, don't get mad if you find your mom up at my hotel, straight bouncing and shaking me, hollering. Shout to shake some. Got me acting like Kobe Bryant, I'm trying to take some. Straight bumping the bedpost, I call her my head coach. But if a son approach, he gon' straight get his head rolled. Don't you try to get offended, cause dog, it's all good. Don't you run up on my niggas, cause dog, we all hood. In my ride, all wood, while I'm hitting the throttle. If niggas hating on me, I'm gon' hit their ass with a bottle. And she off in the club, and she acting like a model. What the fuck you gon' do? Hit that bitch with a bottle. If a nigga flexing hard in the club, showing dollars, what the fuck you gon' do? Hit that bitch with a bottle. If instead of spitting game and she don't wanna holler, what the fuck you gon' do? Hit that bitch with a bottle. If she down on her knees acting like she don't swallow, what the fuck you gon' do? Hit that fucking bitch with a bottle. Hit her ass with a bottle of Cavassier. And if a man trip, hit him with that E and J. And when his boys come, hit him with that Alizé. Just like they did Mo, hit their ass dead in the face. And when security come, dog, just grab some crystal. Watch your niggas get hauled off into a big pound. On the stage, get throwed off into a big crowd. Bitches taking their clothes off and niggas get loud. Pulling trucks like I'm Jackie Chan, with 3 or 4 bottles in my hand. Well, don't you worry about a thing, man, cause I'ma clear this fucking dance floor as fast as I can. So ain't no sense in trying to restore order, cause I got a bottle of that Dawn P and AB on water. Nigga, please, you can't stop me from bringing the ruckus, cause if you try, you gon' just be the next motherfucker. Hit a in the club and she acting like a model, what the fuck you gon' do? Hit that bitch with a bottle. If a nigga flexing hard in the club, showing dollars, what the fuck you gon' do? Hit that bitch with a bottle. If instead of spitting game and she don't wanna holler, what the fuck you gon' do? Hit that bitch with a bottle. If she down on her knees, acting like she don't swallow, what the fuck you gon' do? We gon' hit that fucking bitch with a bottle. Now this the new definition of niggas that pop bottles in the club, causing ruckus and spending my top dollar. Call me Pied Piper, cause I lead niggas into a ride. Can't get no more shows, so my manager's fine. But fuck it, dog, I'ma crash parties and tour dates. Get up on the stage telling niggas, if you away, if you don't, then your white tee gon' turn red. I'ma take this bottle of more and bust it over your head. When I'm slurring and stumbling, boy, you know that I've been drinking. When I walk in the club, I know exactly what you think. He a little scrappy, but you don't want no problems. Don't make me hit your ass with this bottle. Watch it fly like a glass self-bomb, a nigga. Don't you ever say that I ain't never warned you, nigga. ATL on the way to California, nigga. You won't need a medic, you gon' need a coroner, nigga. I'm head off in the club and she acting like a model. What the fuck you gon' do? Hit that bitch with a bottle. If a nigga flexing hard in the club, showing dollars, what the fuck you gon' do? Hit that bitch with a bottle. If instead of spitting game and she don't wanna holler, what the fuck you gon' do? Hit that bitch with a bottle. If she down on her knees, acting like she don't swallow, what the fuck you gon' do? We gon' hit that fucking bitch with a bottle. If she off in the club and she acting like a model, what the fuck you gon' do? Hit that bitch with a bottle. If a nigga flexing hard in the club, showing dollars, what the fuck you gon' do? Hit that bitch with a bottle. If instead of spitting game and she don't wanna holler, what the fuck you gon' do? Hit that bitch with a bottle. If she down on her knees, acting like she don't swallow, what the fuck you gon' do? We gon' hit that fucking bitch with a bottle. Yeah. So now you know. All my niggas in the club, put your bottles up right now. Wave them motherfuckers in the air. Put them out, nigga. Chill. If it's a nigga in your vicinity, even if that motherfucker's a kin to me, hit his ass with a bottle. Hit him, dog. Come on, check it. Hit a nigga with a bottle of that Chris. Hit a nigga with a bottle of that Mo. Hit a nigga with some gin or a bottle of that hen till his ass lay flat on the floor. Hit his girl with a bottle of rosé. Hit her ass with a bottle of Alizé. If she got something to say and she bringing it my way, nigga, I won't hesitate to hit a bitch in the face like.
What you, hey, guy, give me a critique, guy.
Listen, that's probably one of the craziest songs I think I ever heard. He said it, hit him with a bottle. Hey, you should release that in 2024. That might be a hit the way this music be going, boy. You said hit him with a bottle. Now you might cause some problems.
Dude, I can't release that. They gonna sweat to death.
They gonna blame you for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be saying these niggas will do it. Cause they don't want to take a joke, and then it'll be on me. Some women will come out and be me too.
Right.
No. See, Sir Greystroke said he's inspired. See, we already went left. I should have never played the
That's
song.
a weird ass name, Sir Greystroke. That's a weird ass name.
It is. I don't know where you're going.
Sound like Sir
Old
Oldstroke. It sounds like so Oldstroke. Gray is bland like a mug, ain't it? I'm sorry.
But I do not want to be the person who got. I know jokes. I wish they knew jokes, but a lot of people don't know jokes. And you could hear when I said in the song, it was pre-millennium, so I was young man when I did this.
Right.
I was a young man. I was just trying to be funny. It was funny.
And with that, man, we appreciate y'all rocking with the TNT rundown. Look forward to the next one. If we don't do it before Monday, it'll be the next one to be live in person, man. We appreciate y'all. Yes, and make sure y'all support Tommy and Tazaryak, man. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
See you guys.
All right, let me come over here to my screen. Let me stop screen. Boy, that's a good ass camera. Look at them cheeks. Look at them cheeks. Got some good skin. Hey, y'all see my hair growing out, right? Those ain't knots, by the way. I use a no, in case y'all think that's a little knot. Wait, let me go to the right side. In case y'all think that's not a knot. I used a little black scrunchie thing to scrunch my hair. That's why you see my hair is a little curly. I got some good hair. I got some good hair over here. You know what I mean? Be braidable soon. Where my pick at? So if I pick it, let me see. Let's see if I pick it. See, I could. Oh goddamn, I could pick it. I could pick it a little bit. It's getting pickable. Hold on, let me see. It's getting pickable. You know, once it's pickable, It's braidable. So we'll see how it go. But tune in next time. Hey, tomorrow I'm gonna be on Sinetta's channel. So me and Sinetta be doing a live stream. I think he just put up a video. Let me see if I can show y'all real quick before I go. I think Sinetta just put up an interview me and Katazai did down in Harlem. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Bear with me. I think he might be playing it now. Yeah, I think they're playing it now. All right, so I'm gonna share the screen with y'all just to show y'all. If y'all go to side, make sure y'all go to Sinetta's channel right now. I'm gonna show y'all. He gave a good title with a video too.
But there's a price for
Title
your
of the
action.
video is called.
There's no price for God's actions. Can't nobody
ICBK
penalize
two captains are
God.
unstoppable. Let me type
Can't
in
nobody
Shalom. Let him know I'm
punish
watching.
God for what he does.
Right, because I agree with you. Because how can you punish something that don't exist? I agree with you.
Okay, yeah, right.
I agree with you.
Tell
Let's
you
get
what. I tell you what. It's going to
But
be.
he's saying it's a metaphor that it wasn't about his sheep.
I beat the shit out of this dude.
And
Just
this
so y'all
is
know.
why it's important to never question if somebody else knows the Bible when you don't. It's better to get understanding, right? So now I'm gonna
This
show you.
clip
So
right here, I'm
remember
gonna make
in
a clip
verse
out of this too.
1, when it says
That beard,
Nathan
listen,
sent
my
David
beard
unto him,
looking
there were
fire.
2 men in the city, one rich, one poor. So everything in here is the metaphor for David to get angry at the rich man taking advantage of the poor man. Then once he got him angry about and understanding that this rich man took advantage of the poor, now when Nathan say you the rich man, he can understand he took advantage of the poor. Because David was rich, Uriah was poor. The sheep metaphorically was Bathsheba that David took.
Tuesday
You understand?
morning.
That's now you get it. So it's not a literal sheep.
So questions,
find out
how do you
why
know
I'm in Atlanta?
how do you
Till
know
next
if the
time.
Bible is meant to be taken literal, metaphorical, or both?
In that same example, when he starts saying this